You just pull the plug. You just pull the plug on this motherfucker.
All right, this is King Bucho. Welcome to BDA Boxing, the boxing debate arena post-fight show, and also we're gonna be talking about anything in boxing. But first, of course, we have to cover what happened yesterday night. Before I continue, shoutouts to Boxing Spectrum, Saint Brit, Dead Game Boxing, Saint Brit, John Gonzalez. Welcome to the show, guys. Let me just start inviting a few people over here. Let me call Gonzalo. So what did you guys think about the fight yesterday? My prediction was wrong. I predicted Gvozdyk to beat Beterbiev in the 9th round. Obviously that didn't happen. Actually, he almost got knocked out in the 9th round. But yeah, that was pretty bad. We're gonna look at the predictions as well. We had Cameron 10th round stoppage for Beterbiev. He actually got it. Wow, man, it was so Cameron, Corruption, and Jimmy all got it right. Interesting. We're gonna be discussing that. We'll also be discussing the future of the division, what fights are possible, which fights are not possible, and we will also maybe take a look at the pound for pound list and see if it has to be changed now. I hear some people already putting Beterbiev in the pound for pound top 10, so I want to see if other people in the panel also think that way. All right, let's Let's check. Alright, Gonzalo, I called you and you didn't answer, man. What's going on? Let's see. Let me call Gonzalo again. All right. I call Gypsy then. Gypsy boxing style. Come on down. Look, the price is right. If you ever skip school, you would watch The Price is Right. Alright, now I can send the link. Perfecto. Yo, Gypsy, I'm calling you, man. Oh, yeah, it's true. Gonzalo started a new account. Gonzalo, just... hold on. Join the BDA thing. The BDA thing. The BDA Discord. So click that link and it's gonna take you to the BDA group and then I'll add you to the call. Somebody help Gonzalo out, man. Where's the Shepherd's Sons when I need him? Shepherd. Oh, okay. Got it. Add friend. Alright, Gonzalo, add me as a friend and then I'll call you. See, this is a problem, guys, when it's like one man doing the whole thing. I think I gotta send out links and everything. What are people saying in the chat here? Canelo says, Beterbiev is a monster. Scary how he's able to take shots and keep coming forward. His head was snapping back at some point, round 5 or something like that. And that's what I was expecting Gvozdyk to do. When he was stepping back, he was forcing, I guess, Beterbiev to come forward. That's when he was catching him. But he never hurt him. I'm like, those shots, I was like, okay, man, damn, now he had him. Now he has fucking Beterbiev. Because he landed like so big shots, his head was getting knocked back. And guess what? Nothing. This guy's a fucking monster, man. Alright, Gonzalo accepted my friend request. Alright. So anyways, yeah, so he's a monster, man. That's at some point I realized, there's no way Gvozdyk can knock out this guy. He can't even hurt him. So then I knew my prediction was it was done for. Some people are blaming Teddy Atlas. Listen, I don't know about that. I don't know what Teddy could have done. Of course, in the corner, of course, he sounds like a motivational speaker. He kept telling him not to throw the jab because when he was too close, obviously at short range, you don't throw a fucking jab, right? But we'll discuss this with Gonzalo now. Gonzalo, what's up?
I need to fix my speaker.
Okay.
Just give me.
Yeah, sure. Overhand says Teddy coached him well, in my opinion. Oh, I hear echo. He's speaking. Yeah, fix that shit. While Gonzalo is fixing his thing, yeah. So Quack says, no, sorry, not Quack. Overhand says Teddy coached him well. Yeah, listen, you can't blame Teddy Atlas for this. The Quack says Bivol will beat Beterbiev, I think. Eric Rosa says Beterbiev would grind Canelo into dust. Geesh. Gypsy Boston Style says, call me again, Bucho. You know what, I'm gonna send you a link, man.
Okay, I got it fixed now.
Right, welcome to the show. Yeah, I'm just talking about what transpired yesterday. Give us your thoughts. Hey, wait, hold on. What was your prediction? Let's check it out.
My prediction was Gvozdyk, multiple knockdowns, decision.
Yes. Yes. All right. So what happened? Why couldn't Gvozdyk get this guy out of there? No, not out of there, but why couldn't he like dominate him?
BDA brought it up. He mentioned it. He said, well, he asked me, well, what about the body punching? And I kind of dismissed that. I gave no credit to thinking that a power puncher like Beterbiev could affect another fighter like Gvozdyk to the body, a boxer puncher, and that's what happened. He hurt him early to the body, and after that, it took the spirit out of him. It took the wind out of him.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Bucho, you heard what happened to me, right?
What happened?
Hey, that's kind of rude.
I'm playing, bro. What's up? How you doing?
All right, let's one at a time here. All right, go ahead, Gonzalo. Yeah, the body shots.
Yeah, so there's two scenarios here. Was with the whole Patrick Day situation and what he had done to Adonis Stevenson, and he was facing a guy who hits hard, who had already beat him in the amateurs. Was he hesitating because he was questioning himself, his heart, after getting hit hard, obviously, or did he just catch a few shots that he didn't want to trade because the other guy hit so hard and he's that good of a boxer, but doesn't really get the credit because he's a power puncher? Many times we want to say, oh, well, the back foot fighter that doesn't hit hard got the boxing abilities because he can outbox the guy that's coming forward. But here we have a guy in Beterbiev who's a power puncher that has boxing skills, and sometimes those aren't really appreciated because we would think of a guy that comes forward. Mm-hmm. Okay, that's a pressure fighter. It's not easy to see those things, but it takes skill to close the distance, to corner somebody, to put the punches together. When you're a hard puncher and you're not flashy, but your shots are counting and you're doing the work. Sometimes we underrate that a fighter that that comes forward. We think of the guy that's the back foot flashy guy that lands a combination. That's a guy with skills.
Americans think that.
Yeah,
the American establishment and the culture it's become that. Yeah. No, I agree.
Yeah, so effective aggression, guy coming forward, mm-hmm. boxing while punching. Wow, that's really impressive. And he said it. I'm not content. He said it in English with just power punching in one of the interviews. I want more, mm-hmm. and that's true. So he did really well. Gvozdyk, he didn't do so well, but he had his moments too. He had his moments as well.
Yeah. Well, let's get also Gypsy here before I start talking. Also, Gypsy, go ahead.
Yo, you read the shit that I put up, right, on the Discord?
About Usyk against Beterbiev in the amateurs?
No, there's more to that, bro. See, I thought the fight was going to take place today. Because, usually big fights take place on Saturday, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so the fight took place on Friday. So I was moving like a lot of boxes around for the house and shit, and then I was like, you know what? Let me look at the shit that these the guys on the chat said about Usyk versus Beterbiev. I'm pretty interested in that,
mm-hmm.
In that. So I looked at it. I'm like, holy shit, man, he was fucking up Usyk, bro. That first fight, the amateurs, the first fight, it was a draw. The second one, he beat him pillar to post. He fucked him up pillar to post, bro. There was like no way you can say that Usyk won that. They robbed fucking Beterbiev in that fight. Clearly robbed them. There was no way that Usyk won that. Off those fucking shit, before I even saw the fight, I was going to automatically come up with a prediction video. But the fight already took place. I didn't know about it. I was going to come up, and then I saw, oh, shit, motherfuckers are like, the fight's done, this and that. Beterbiev has knocked out Usyk. I'm like, oh, fuck, now I can't make that video. It's not too late.
Yeah, it's pointless.
Yeah, I was going to say Beterbiev's going to knock him out. I was going to change my prediction. But it's too late now. It's pointless. It's done. It don't matter. So, yeah, Beterbiev's a beast, man. Beterbiev I'm not basing it off of Gvozdyk performance. I'm basing it off of because that was obvious that after the Usyk amateur fight that I saw, I knew he was going to KO him. Based off of the Usyk amateur performance, I could go ahead and say right now that Bivol will have success. He'll knock out Kovalev, guaranteed. Bivol's more harder to hit. Bivol will have success in the first 5 rounds, 6 rounds, or whatever. And then once not 5, I would say first 4 rounds. Once he catches him, he crushes him. Once he catches him, he crushes him.
Okay.
That's all I gotta say.
I mean,
he's a juggernaut, bro. He's a juggernaut. He catches him, he crushes him. That's my twin. Just playing.
Okay. That's your prediction. Let's break down the fight. So how it all happened. Beterbiev, in my opinion, was losing the first half of the fight. No, the first 4 rounds. He lost 3 rounds in my card. How did you guys have it? Were you scoring the fight?
Yeah, not really scoring, but it felt like the first 3 or 4 rounds, Beterbiev lost it. But Beterbiev just crushed him afterwards. He just annihilated him afterwards. It was not even a contest after that. It was just a beatdown. He was a piñata.
I know. I think the body shots obviously had something to do with it. Also, Gvozdyk got tired, man.
No, definitely.
This is the body shots that got him tired. I mean, I don't know. Chicken or the egg, right?
No. Bro, this fool hit pretty hard. Realistically, he hits like a heavyweight. I did not realize until I watched that amateur fight with Usyk. He hits like a heavyweight. He hits harder than Gvozdyk. He even hits harder than Usyk. I'm not even joking. This fool hits that fucking hard. His chin is hard. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, his chin is like his chin probably is even better than the guys that I just mentioned. I don't know, but he's been dropped because his leaky defense. Sometimes you get shot with you can get hit with some shots and you don't see coming, and yeah, it gives you a flash knockdown. It happens to the best of fighters. It just
it's not so much. It's not so much that he has a leaky defense, Gypsy. Sometimes when you go in there and you're trying to land your shots, you're going to get hit, especially if you're intent on knocking the other guy out. You're focusing. You got the eye on the ball, on the punch that you want to land, and if a fighter shoots back and hits you, that's not gonna detour from what you're already looking at. So you're gonna take that shot. You're not gonna allow. You're gonna take it because you're already focusing on getting your own shot off, and that's when you're closing the distance and trying to put yourself into position to knock the other dude out. Sometimes that will happen.
Yeah, you're right, bro.
Because you gotta think the other guy knows you're coming for him, so he's gonna react out of like the feeling that hey, this guy's trying to corner me. It's fight or flight,
Oh, question.
Yeah, fighters are gonna get hit.
Let's get Cameron in here also. Go ahead, Cameron.
Because I need to get word in because Gypsy won't stop talking otherwise.
Here we go.
I got a question. Obviously, Gypsy's fought Beterbiev, Usyk, and Gvozdyk from what you said. So, Gypsy, how do you know that Beterbiev hits harder than them two? Because obviously you fought them, right?
No, bro. No.
Yeah, how do you know then?
Listen, Beterbiev, Usyk, I don't know because of what he
test.
did to fucking Usyk with one fucking he was the stronger man in that fucking fight. In both fucking fights, he was the stronger man. He was pushing him, and he was getting clipped every now and then, but he was clipping even more. His punches were hurting even more. And in the second fight, he outpunched him in the second fight. The first one, the drop that he did make it a draw. But you saw what happened with Gvozdyk and Usyk, right? Gvozdyk and Usyk situation was he hit him. It didn't phase him as much. Gvozdyev's punches over Usyk. It didn't phase him as much. This fool's punches in the amateurs phased him a lot. Like he hit him in a body shot one time. In 3 rounds, he almost finished him. He hit him one time in the body shot. His legs gave out. Quick, not like delayed reaction. Quick, just goes. He had no legs. It's like the towers of 9/11, bro. Just fast.
Wait a minute. That's one.
I've got a serious question.
Yeah, it's fucking hilarious, but it's whatever.
Serious question for you, Gypsy. Obviously, I know you're high on Bivol. I think Bivol's a very good boxer. I'm high on the guy, but do you think he honestly beats Beterbiev? You think he's strong enough? I think he's too small. A lot of people I've spoken to today think he's too small. I know you think he's good. in terms of boxing ability, but come on, man.
He might end up like this fight again. Same result,
Oh,
I think.
what are you saying? Because I cut off. My bad.
I said, I know you're quite high on Bivol, but a lot of people I've seen today don't believe he's got the strength and he's too small to beat Beterbiev. So, what do you think about that?
I agree. He's too weak to beat. I agree. Now at this point, after watching that amateur fight, bro, I'm definitely saying he's too weak. He's too weak to fight that guy. He will be out. You get outboxed initially, and then after that, he gets smashed. That because that guy's a juggernaut. He's like Triple G, but actually better than Triple G in some ways. Actually, I won't say better than Triple G because Triple G never been knocked down in the middleweight division in his prime, and it still hasn't been knocked down. So, but the thing is, though, power-wise, ferociousness, like how with the power-wise, I think he's a little bit over what Triple G is in 160, even prime Triple G. You know what I mean? Like that power is insane. He has heavyweight power, bro. He has like not maybe elite heavyweight, but like top tier fucking heavyweight power for a 175-pounder guy.
Yeah, he got to. Sorry, Richard, go on.
Yeah, we have a phone call, so let's take it. 337. I think it's Dead Game. What's up? 337, are you there? Oh shit, sorry man, you're muted. Holy, every time. Go ahead, sorry. Now we can hear you.
Yeah, what's up, man? It's Dead Game Boxing.
Yeah.
The fight was great. I liked it. His name Beterbiev, he said. The Russian guy, man, he just he's like a juggernaut, man. He went forward. He had no reverse gears the whole fight. Pressure, power, decent boxing skills, can take a punch. One thing I seen that I don't kind of like is it seems like he don't have like a snap on his punch, just more like pounding you. You know, I didn't really see a snap. It just that straight to the body was kind of snappy. I think the winner out of Cove and Canelo, I think that'll be a big fight. I think Canelo technically, I think Canelo can beat him, but this Gvozdyk guy has some great boxing skills, and he was just neutralized by a come forward fighter. This guy's good. I mean, that's pretty much all I can say about this guy, man. 15-0 now, 15 KOs.
Yeah, two belts.
Good, man.
Unified champion.
He's a champion, unified.
Hey, Dead Game.
Forward style, man, and it's nothing that I've seen that Gvozdyk did to make him take a step back.
No, yeah.
I don't know, but this guy's
he's a monster, man.
Good.
He's a monster. Now, Dead Game. Can you place Beterbiev in your pound for pound list now?
(15-0), 15 KOs. I'm going to have to say a dominating performance, even though I think on the scorecard, I really do think that Gvozdyk was maybe up on the scorecard just by maybe clean head punches, close. But if we see when you a champion, you got to go 12 rounds. 12 rounds with this guy coming forward like that, and then he admitted that he wasn't on his game. He admitted after the in the post conference that he wasn't even following instructions. He said he wasn't mentally there, so he wasn't even on his A game.
Okay, so yeah, that's impressive, and that's impressive. That's impressive. Now in the chat box says he's the only boxing champion with a 100% KO ratio. Now, you've told us multiple times that you are very impressed with Deontay Wilder because he's a knockout artist. So are you going to give the same type of respect to Beterbiev and put him in your pound for pound list?
I have to, bro. And the reason why is because he's unified. If he was 15-0 with no belts, I wouldn't. But because
Unified.
he's
Wilder
unified,
isn't even unified.
well, that's what I'm saying. But 40 knockouts, so it's
Yeah.
it 40 knockouts, 9 defenses. I mean, it's not everybody's going to get that the same. This guy got 15 fights and he's unified. So
More
I mean,
impressive.
he's there, bro. He's there. I mean, Kovalev. The thing about Kovalev, bro, man, Kovalev, even though he's older, I think the style matchup, because this guy's going to come forward. Kovalev's jab is so nice and crispy, and that straight right is nice. So, and Kovalev have that pop. Everything is good now. Light heavyweight is back.
Yeah.
I mean, if Canelo stays,
No, he won't.
The winner, the Canelo don't have to stay. If he wins,
He won't
he
stay.
needs to fight one of these guys. Bro.
Oh, for sure. No, if he stays, of course. But I doubt he stays. But that's a good point. Anybody recognize just joined Johnny Boy? You guys have anything to say to that game?
Yeah, that fucking Canelo's gonna go running for the hills as soon as he beats Kovalev. But yeah.
But where's he?
Yeah.
Gonna,
Yeah, I don't think
where's he
Canelo
gonna run
stays.
to?
I think
Where's
168.
he gonna run? He have nowhere to run.
168.
He has nowhere to run.
168,
He got champions all the way around him that he have nowhere to go.
What do you mean?
He's gonna run back to Gingerland and fight a fucking fairy.
Yeah, he's in tough. What he's saying that he's in tough in any division that he wants to go back to like 68 or 60.
Okay, but Gonzalo, which one
Yeah,
is there's a worse place than like there's staying at 175? That's the worst option, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so
G. This dude don't even want to fight a 40-year-old Golovkin, who, in my opinion, just lost to Derevyanchenko. So you think he's gonna go over there and fuck with Beterbiev? You're crazy.
no, he's not. Hell no,
Then in 68 you got Callum Smith. You got Callum Smith at 68 and other good guys as well.
Yeah, there's no fucking way. I recognize you wanted to say something.
There's nowhere to run.
Nope.
No, I was just gonna say-
Man. Any questions for me?
Any questions for that game? Or else it's gonna bounce.
I saw your video, Dead Game.
that game,
Pretty good.
How do you think he fares up against a guy like Beterbiev? Canelo.
I think right now, the two hardest fight would be the Beterbiev and the Kovalev fight. I think Canelo, his skills, we all know Canelo have a chin, man. That's Canelo is great, bro. Canelo was in my top 3 pound for pound. I mean, we just have to see. You know, he's carrying his weight great. You know, he's a stocky, thick, strong. I mean, he got skills. I don't know, man.
You know,
we're gonna have
after the fight with Gvozdyk, I feel like Canelo wouldn't have the power to keep him off. That was Gvozdyk's problem. He couldn't stop him from closing range and getting on the inside, where he basically wore him out. I think more or less what happened to Canelo. I think Canelo will get stopped because he won't have enough punching power to keep Beterbiev on the outside, whereas that's where you could beat him. That's where someone could beat him at.
You think Gvozdyk have more pop than Canelo?
Probably a little bit, if not the same. And remember, it's coming from a.
Nah, man.
No, you're not problem. No, hold on.
Fuck.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say Gvozdyk. Gvozdyk probably has more power because he's the naturally bigger guy. It's all about placing your punches the right way.
Gvozdyk, he couldn't throw any power shot. Besides a right hand, the straight right, his hooks are fucking garbage. Like garbage. He was constantly missing with a right hook. He was like an over right. He was hitting behind Beterbiev's, like in his neck, back neck. Like he was missing the whole time. There were many opportunities. He can't fight on the inside. He sucks. Canelo's way sharper, but the thing is he's small. He's small. Fuck. So.
Are you telling Adonis Stevenson that in his wheelchair?
Yeah, well, Adonis Stevenson, I mean, this guy was getting hit like a maniac, but no.
But Adonis was also old.
Yeah, I mean,
Remember that.
he could have fucking knocked him out with a jab. No, man, that doesn't count, man.
He was doing a little better than what it appeared, Bucho, but his body language wasn't saying that. His body language says, I'm getting the hell beat out of me. But he was actually doing a little better. But just based on the body language, yeah, you could say that he was getting destroyed.
You know what this fight was like? This fight was like the younger brother fighting the bigger brother, but the younger brother, he thought he learned some new tricks. Let me come back and beat my older brother's ass up, that kind of stuff. And then he got his ass handed to him.
You steal how many lines are you gonna steal from Andre Ward and Bradley there, Gypsy?
No, for real though. Like this,
All right,
it was the line. But seriously, before I even watched it,
Dead Game has a question. Dead Game has a question for Johnny Boy. So go ahead, Dead Game.
Look, so you watched the fight, but what about Beterbiev? To me, his snap on his punches wasn't there. Looked like he just brutally beat him up. He didn't knock him out. He pretty much just punished him and made him quit. You know, he to me
This
was
is
more like getting taken. He was totally just beat up, man. He was just
heavy hands, bro.
broken down.
Heavy hands. He's heavy-handed. And I don't think it's fair to say Gvozdyk quit. I mean, the dude was getting the fucking snot beaten out of him the last couple. Yeah.
Well, the ref stopped it. He made a decision. He said, "I'm going to stop it. I think you look like you've had enough." So of course, Gvozdyk didn't quit. He just, people got to stop using that word "quit" like it's easy.
Yeah.
The guy didn't quit. He just the referee stepped in. But
did it remind you of? Did it remind you of Joshua versus Ruiz a little bit? The referee stepped in?
A little bit more brutal, but in the sense that the referee made a decision. He said, "Look, I think you've had enough."
Yeah.
That's what he gets paid for. So this is, he's doing his job. Now, to Dead Game's point about he didn't see the brutal power. Well, look, every fight presents a different task. When you don't have time to load up from the shoulder to punch somebody, then what you do is you shorten your punches up. That speaks to his power. It doesn't look brutal, but it ends up getting the same result. He has to shoot faster, so he has to shorten up his punches. So it was brutal, but in a different sense. It was short, impact, got the job done.
And here's the thing. You can't compare it to fucking Joshua Ruiz, because Joshua's a pampered bitch who was born with a dick in his mouth. These two are those are two soldiers we just watched last night. Joshua's a fucking vegetable shaking roid freak cocksucker. Big difference.
Exactly.
All right, we're gonna have to move on. We have another phone call, but Dead Game, thanks for the call,
guys,
man.
Y'all have a good one, man. I love the show, bro. Take care.
Take care. 818, you're on the air. 818.
Hello, King Bucho?
Yep.
How's it going? It's Muscle Memory.
Yeah, what's up, man? Welcome to the show. What's on your mind? Well, talk to us about the fight.
Thank you. And by the way, if I sound a little different, it's because I caught like a cold this past weekend, but I'm recovering, so just like a heads up. And if I cough or anything, I might go on mute for a second. Anyways, so with the fight, good fight. I think we were all surprised. I want to give a shout out to Jimmy when you flashed the predictions on the screen moments ago. I saw that he got it right on the money. He picked Beterbiev 10th round KO. So shout out to Jimmy for that. We were all surprised. Most people, like on the Ring magazine predictions too, like a lot of people had picked Gvozdyk unanimous decision, Montero the boxing round. So we were all taken by surprise. We thought like Gvozdyk would be able to move. Teddy Atlas just like a week ago was talking about how Gvozdyk has the best footwork that he's ever worked with from like all the fighters he's like worked with, and none of that came through. Gvozdyk made the mistake of he would clinch too much, and he would stay in front of Beterbiev, and all that clinching and lowering his head, it just drained him, because you cannot wrestle with Beterbiev, way too much upper body strength, and I think that just drained Gvozdyk's energy.
Okay, what do you guys think? He did get tired.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
You see, I watched the fight on Muscle Memories channel because for whatever reason ESPN wasn't working for me. Plus, I want my fucking money back. But anyway, when I watched the fight, I thought Gvozdyk. Gvozdyk's footwork is what it is, very good. But I thought that Beterbiev, something that goes a little underrated. He has good footwork as well. And he placed his lead foot always in the right spot, in the middle of your opponent's stance, and that's what allowed him to cut off the ring. Besides that, he's super strong, right? You have to have a technique also to get in. So I thought his footwork was very good, probably a little underrated. But if you look at where he had his foot placed the whole night, when he was cutting off this, closing the range.
Oh, you're breaking up, man. Recognize you started to break up at the end there.
His footwork was spotless, is what I want to say. Beterbiev.
Okay.
Beterbiev does not have the skill set like Gvozdyk does.
Yeah, for sometimes
it's
you
not
don't have
that. It's not the skill set. The motherfucker is strong as fuck. He is naturally a very strong dude. That's all.
Why can't it be
but
both?
He does have
But
good
why
timing,
can't
and he does have good chin.
Gypsy, but why can't it be both? Why can't he be a puncher and also be a good boxer?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
not
No,
contained
he
with
is
this
a good
puncher.
boxer, but it's not like in the same caliber, let's say, as Bivol, or it's not in the same caliber as it's not the same caliber as let's say Gvozdyk either. But the thing is that he's so goddamn strong. As I said, I was talking to Cam not too long ago about that. It doesn't even matter. He'll just walk through your shit and deliver his shot and fuck you up in the whole process. It's just all pure strength. He has enough skill to fuck up a guy like that, even though Gvozdyk does have better footwork, better all this. They're all right about that shit. But the one fight I should have seen before I made my prediction on the BDA channel was the Usyk versus fucking Beterbiev amateur fight. Two of them, actually. The first one already changed my mind, but both of them sealed the deal. You know what I mean? That's how you know. The motherfucker's strong.
So an amateur fight. All right. Anybody else? All right. Hey, Muscle. Anything else?
Yeah, most definitely. He's a strong dude. Isn't he from where the wrestler guy from the UFC's from?
Not exactly. That guy's from Dagestan. Beterbiev from Chechnya.
Dagestan or whatever.
Dagestan.
Well, not whatever. That's kind of
like
disrespectful, but you know what I mean.
Go ahead, Muscle.
Yeah, I was answering Gonzalo. I was telling him, Khabib is from Dagestan, and Beterbiev is from Chechnya. It's near like the same region, but different tribes, like a little separate.
Anything else, Muscle?
Yeah, I wanted to just say, like, I want to see more of these light heavyweights. Why has Jesse Hart only fought once this year? Why has Zerdo only fought once this year? Why has what's his face? Sullivan Barrera only fought once this year, and so on. Like, these guys need to fight each other. Also, what happened with Eleider Alvarez? I really was liking the guy. I want to see him back in the ring because he's up there in age. He's going to be 36 soon or something. So, like, it's just disappointing. Like, Kovalev is going to be fighting his third fight, and like all these other guys who are ranked in the top 10 of the light heavyweight, like they've only fought once. Like, come on, guys, like make these fights.
That's a good point. And they're not getting any younger. A lot of them are not getting any younger. And we're going to get to that, though. We're going to get to how far Beterbiev can make it with that style and at his age. But thanks for the call, Muscle.
No problem. Thank you.
All right, take care. All right, we'll have Jimmy now. Welcome to the show.
What's going on, gentlemen?
So, Jimmy got it. Let's put up the prediction screen again. So, Cameron said Beterbiev 10th round TKO. Jimmy said Beterbiev stoppage 10th round. And Corruption said the same thing. So, those are the only three guys that got it correct. So, congratulations, Jimmy.
Oh, thanks, man. Well, I've been not taking it serious enough. Like when we've been doing predictions or like gas, I'm like, I just kind of throw it out. But this one, because it was so 50-50, I really broke it down. You know, I went and watched some videos and shit, and Yeah, no, man. And you know what? When it come down to, really, for me, a lot of it, and this is just instinct. Maybe it's from just being raised on the streets. Somebody's eyes, dude. You look in fucking Beterbiev's eyes, dude. He's a dangerous individual. Angry. He fought. He has what Bivol lacks: professional aggression. He has no personal animus against Gvozdyk at all. And did you see him fucking belt him when they were tying up? Like this is a tough kid who went in with a game plan. No, I knew he was technically sound. He was faster than I thought he was. He wasn't wasting punches. He wasn't going berserk when he thought he had him hurt. That's like that shows. You know, I mean, how many American fighters do you see at 14 professional fights when they know they get the guy rocked? Don't suddenly start fucking winging haymakers a la fucking Wilder. You know what I mean? He starts fucking doing the windmill. But no, he hunted him down. It was impressive, and he did what he had to do. Remember, I said he had to make a statement if he wanted his name, because everybody was talking about him. Everybody was talking about him after that. That was a great, you know what I mean? And impressive. I was impressed by him. But yeah, that's my talk. But anyways, it was the eyes. I just Gvozdyk, to me, just he has soft eyes. I don't know. That's fucking people. It's just a gut thing. So it's nothing scientific you can put on it. It's just, to me, he has soft eyes. And I thought,
I got a question for
put a will on him, push his will through.
I got a question for Jimmy Bucho. Can I ask him?
Yeah, sure.
Jimmy, do you think Teddy Atlas trying to rile you up in the corner, telling you this is what champions are made of? You know, is that go against you or for you?
All right, listen.
Can it get annoying?
But you know what, dude? You notice how all those headline quips were caught on camera? You think that was an accident? You think when that red light flashed on, he wasn't looking out of the corner of his eyes? Kid, don't worry. They stopped it. They stopped it. They took it away. You know what I mean? Like, because I went and complained. So they fucking, you know what I mean? When he was, he went and chased the ref down. He made sure the camera was on before, you know what I mean? And then he got his, don't worry. He was in there talking to him, but then all of a sudden when the camera goes on him, don't worry, he had to throw that out. It's like, fucking, he don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? That didn't need to be said. I don't know. Yeah, I just thought he was just like he's trying to, like I tweeted, he's trying to get fucking a commercial for aspirins or something.
I know, man. I think he stays in the ring too long, like, okay, seconds out, and then he's still there and everything. Not seconds out, but when the rank builds, he's still there, and they're trying to get him off the ring. He's still talking. I was cringe, man.
Listen, he's a fucking loudmouth. That's what he is, a fucking loudmouth. Okay, and I just saw something else. Even though he's a rat piece of shit himself, Sammy the Bull called him out for a fight. So let Teddy Atlas go fucking talk to Sammy the Bull. I bet you Sammy the Bull kicks his ass in a fight. I don't give a fuck how much he knows about boxing. And he's a snitch piece of shit too, but,
Good point.
Sammy the Bull would fuck Teddy Atlas up. He would fuck that boy up, bro.
Are we being too harsh on that poor old Teddy over here?
No,
not his personality-wise, no. But I'd have to disagree with you there, Johnny. I seen Teddy spy. He can fight, dude. He really can. Teddy can fight. Yeah, he can fight, dude. Yeah,
he can.
Yeah, a little. I mean, Sammy. I mean, he was the top of his kids. How he got that nickname, the Bull. He fought those neighborhood kids. But, I mean, most of his violence came at the end of a piece, you know what I mean? Hey, want to grab that for me? When you reach over to get it, boom, boom, two in the back of your head, they drain you in the bathtub, and then they roll you up in a fucking rug, you know what I mean? Yeah. But, no, Teddy would probably fight. I mean, Teddy put a fucking piece right in Mike Tyson's face when Tyson got handy with his sister.
Hey, I wouldn't mind seeing it, though. Teddy and Sammy have a fucking little fucking 3-rounder.
Well, I wonder how he got that scar on his face, because he looks like Scarface. That is no accident.
Yeah, I wonder.
He got fucking cut up on Rikers Island, bro. He got into it with somebody. I think he got cut on Rikers Island. You gotta recognize that shit, though. I don't know.
Tiles recognize when we meet him. Go ahead, Gypsy.
That's how it happened.
What?
I said he ate some mad pussy. That's how it happened.
Oh. All right. Anyways, let's forget about Teddy Atlas over here. No, but no, yeah, actually, I don't know. That's a good point, Gonzalo. Does it help? I guess it depends on the boxer. Some boxers actually like that type of trainer, but I think that's too old school now. When you
It's coming. Gvozdyk doesn't even understand English that
Yeah,
well. You know what I mean? It's like, dude, back the fuck off with that shit. Tell him, you know what I mean? He doesn't need slogans, dude. You know what I mean? He's trying to get, like, he wanted the ESPN commercial. Seriously, that's all he was doing for. He's looking for a little limelight.
Teddy Atlas was trying to create a fucking bumper sticker out of that speech.
Yeah, he's a fucking narcissist. You know what I mean? He is what he is. But he knows boxing. He's a good coach and shit. But you know what I mean?
Hey,
He was
Jimmy,
telling him the right things to do.
your
Without a
signal
doubt,
is-
he was.
Sorry,
Don't
Jim.
leave your jab out there. Don't be lazy with it. Don't throw it in close because this guy's gonna chew you up. And so he was giving him the right information. I you know, I have my own personal things with Teddy. I don't know. I don't want to get into it. But anyways, he's a fucking. I find him kind of insufferable, to be honest with you.
Hey, Jimmy, your signal's kind of fucking up a little bit.
Any better now?
Yeah. We'll wait
No,
and
it's
see.
kind of.
All right. No, I hear it again. It's like a static sound that comes and goes.
All right, I'm gonna pause out. I'll move.
All right.
I'm gonna move.
All right. So, okay, let's begin with this point here. The pound for pound list.
I'm gonna say one thing.
Huh?
I'm
Okay,
gonna
go
say one
ahead.
thing. You can't blame Teddy Atlas.
I can. Yes. Now,
No,
John, go ahead.
no, you know what?
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm just saying. I'm saying, bro, that the reason why you can't blame him is because that was almost like a cruiserweight fighting a fucking. That fool doesn't belong in that weight division, bro. That's how strong that fool is. You can't blame him for that reason. It's like an elite cruiserweight fighting an elite light heavyweight in its own way.
You guys think that he hits harder than Kovalev?
For sure, he does.
Yeah.
Well, this guy's up close. When he pressures you, he hurts you. Kovalev can hurt you with those rangy punches from the outside.
I
mean,
feel like,
if
yeah,
Kovalev
exactly.
gets in his groove. Yeah, but will Beterbiev allow him to get going? You know, if he hurts him early, like he did against Gvozdyk, and takes the spirit out of him, you know, maybe Kovalev never gets into that rhythm. That's what I'm suspecting.
Good point. Could happen. I think Kovalev, but like, okay, who's more skilled? I have to say Kovalev. He has more tools
from the outside.
But exactly. Now,
His
resistance.
outside skill, but that's not gonna help him.
Exact. Well, that resistance-wise, right? I mean, I still got this feeling that, Kovalev's a little bit weaker now. I don't know if it's because of the alcohol addiction. We talked about it multiple times, right? The body, Gonzalo keeps saying that the body weakens if you're a drinker. His chin might not be all there anymore. That's the issue with Kovalev, in my opinion. Just physically, he's beaten up somewhat.
He's a once defeated or twice defeated fighter. We actually got 3 losses, but anyways. And Beterbiev, he's got that aura where he's never been defeated, kind of invincible in the way he thinks about himself. So he's more confident in a way. His spirits, it's never been broken.
Bucho, it doesn't matter. Prime Kovalev, old Kovalev, whatever Kovalev you bring at this fool, he will knock that motherfucker out. I'm telling you that much. He will knock him out. Gvozdyk's power ain't that far away from Kovalev's power. I'm just telling you that much. He ain't that far away.
He will also knock out your beloved Bivol?
Yes, even my beloved Bivol. I don't have a favorite in this sport. The sport itself is my favorite.
Okay, unless he's an Armenian, but that's beside the point here. Let's focus on this fight. What else did I write here? So, oh yeah, this is an interesting question. Also, people in the chat can join in this. Who's the lineal heavyweight champion?
Well, Tyson Fury claims he is, no?
Oh, sorry. See, that's a heavyweight, light heavyweight champion.
Light heavyweight champion, Lineal. Wasn't it Adonis Stevenson?
That's the thing, man. It was supposed to be Stevenson, but then some of us decided to take it away from Stevenson because he wasn't fighting anybody, right? And then we gave it to Kovalev, and then Kovalev lost to Andre Ward, and then Andre Ward retired. So who the hell is the lineal champion now? You want to follow the Gvozdyk line? Then Beterbiev is the lineal champion, I guess. Just a question. All right, nobody wants to answer that. Nobody wants to
Well, who would bet against them right now in the light heavyweight? I'm just asking, like, on those lines. Who do you think? Right now, do you think he's the top dog?
I'd say so, yeah. But then Kovalev's still there, right? And
from what I've seen in this fight, there's no questions about his chin. He got a good chin. He caught that straight right that you were talking about, Bucho. Yeah, he took it well. If he's been dropped before, he's got up from the canvas a la Tito Trinidad and taken the other guy out immediately after that.
Yeah, so, it was a flash one. Off balance knockdown. Same with Lomachenko when he was knocked down by Linares, and the same way with Garcia when he was knocked down by the Puerto Rican kid. You know what I mean? It's just you catch you just enough to rock you, just enough to flash knockdown, just like flicking the lights on and off real quick when you're off balance. But yeah, he comes right back. He wasn't ever like, down and goofy legged and all fucking grabbing on for dear life.
Hey, Jimmy, there's still like that static sound. Yep.
Yeah, there's always an aura and like a something factor that when some guy has like 100% KO ratio and he starts to take the hard competition like here and he still does it, that's where he becomes very popular and that intimidation factor.
Is it still staticking right now?
Yeah, a little bit.
It's still doing it?
Yeah.
Son of a...
What are you...
Driving all over this fucking parking lot, dude. I'm at the Home Depot. I said to get some sun.
Oh, you're at the Home Depot. Yeah, maybe that's why. You're outside. But anyways. Yeah. All right, so... I don't know. Nobody knows, I guess. In the chat, some people are laughing and saying that Andre Ward is still the lineal champion. Orlando Chavez says, can y'all talk pound for pound? That's where the debates start. Oh, can y'all talk? No. Okay, well, we can talk pound for pound. That's going to create, like you said, a lot of controversy. I just wanted to know if Beterbiev is a lineal champion, but maybe later we can start doing that. First, let's just get everybody's opinion on the fight. So now we have Corruption. Let's get his thoughts on the fight. Corruption, are you there?
Yes. King, how you doing, man?
Good. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Got the prediction exactly correct. Congratulations.
Yeah, just a lucky guess.
No, but anyways, tell us what you thought about the fight.
I thought it was an excellent fight. With Gvozdyk, King, it was critical that he had to maintain range throughout the fight. And I think the confidence that he derived from the early stages where his height and reach and his boxing ability and his greater sort of lateral footwork was apparent, so he was able to obviously maintain that distance, forcing Beterbiev sometimes to leap up with that up jab that he was trying to connect with, which wasn't finding the range. So, the boxers always have that advantage at the early stages of the fight up against power punchers who are looking to obviously cut down that distance so they can try and inflict whatever punishment they want to to try and slow down, curtail the movements of a boxer. So Gvozdyk was doing that reasonably well, but I think that confidence manifested into overconfidence. And part of it, and it's just a theory, King, but it may be booed for the fact that he obviously was stopped by Beterbiev in the amateurs. And naturally, fighters wish to avenge their losses. You know, they all have that machismo. So he started falling into that tendency
Yeah,
of
at
just
the beginning also.
maintaining. He was just maintaining, starting to hold his feet for a little bit too long, and he was trying to exchange with Beterbiev, trying to make the point that he's a much better fighter now than he was 10 years ago, and that not only can he outbox him, but he can outfight him at that sort of mid to short range. And that was the opportunity that Beterbiev was looking for, because not only was he was taking step backs, but he was trying to counterpunch after the fourth round as well. He was landing that uppercut when Gvozdyk was trying to overreach with that jab and that 1-2, which was landing. But Beterbiev, and I think the fundamental punch for him was that short right hand to the body, critical punch, because that is how you shut down a boxer movement. If you can just keep investing to the body, and eventually it will, deplete the energy of the mover, and it would also force him then to try and exchange a lot more. Where Beterbiev is obviously a lot better on the inside. He was landing that beautiful double left hand to the body as well. Occasionally he would come over the jab with a straight right hand as well. His jab began to be a lot better at that sort of shorter range as well. He wasn't fazed by what was coming back. It's just that indomitable spirit, he has that sort of mentality that, he's not going to lose his composure, that whatever is coming back, eventually he will slowly break down his opponent, force him to stand and trade, which is exactly he wants. And if you remember, King, what I was talking about in the prediction video, that he has that ability on the inside where he will stop a guy from even clinching because of his natural physical strength.
Yeah.
But he'll also dismantle the guard of Gvozdyk, and that's exactly what he was doing. He was just, dismantling, pulling down that guard so he could land those punches, pushing him back. So the physicality and the strength of him was taken over in the second half of the fight. And eventually, that punishment, produced massive dividends, and he was able to just chop him down, forcing Gvozdyk to take knees and just stop him.
Go ahead, Gypsy.
That's exactly what he did to Usyk.
Oh,
He did the
again.
did the
Talk
same
about
thing in the
Usyk. Come
amateurs.
on, man. Usyk's an heavyweight.
Oh, it's important, bro, because you have to address what the elephant in the room when you talk about this guy. He did that shit to Usyk, bro. He did.
He did
that body shot though. That body shot,
Good.
like you just said, bro, that was the fight right there. And I think it was in the fifth round when he landed that straight to the body. Oh, you saw it at the end of that round. You saw the look on his face. The fight was done. I even tweeted it. The fight look on Gvozdzyk's face says it all. He was done. And actually, Andre Ward, I think, did a real good job. He was calling it out. Even when the other guys were trying to still sell out, they were trying to talk up Gvozdyk, which they're supposed to do too. But Ward was like, I don't know, man. And he laid it down, the little brother scenario, like, and he's gonna show him the power. But yeah, no, that was. He won that fight. It wasn't a lucky guess, brother, because you, in your breakdown, you called it just like how it was going to be. It was, yeah. He didn't have. It was just too much power. He's just and that, I'll tell you what was sneaky too. That left uppercut, he was catching him when he was coming in on the clinch. So not only is he powerful enough, like Ward said, you can't tie this cup. Ward must have been like just quivering, like, oh Jesus, this guy's all wrong for me, because how he ties people up, because he would just like shrug him off and then catch him with that uppercut too, right on. Sometimes even on just in the break of a clinch. But one time he did. I'm surprised he didn't take a point. But yeah, he would catch him with that quick uppercut because he knew after he catch him, after that, that invisible. I always say, teaching fighting, you always like, if you stand still and you put your fucking, like you're hugging somebody, but your fingers out, touch middle finger to middle finger, like in a circle. That's your punch. That's your punching zone right in there. Anybody steps in there, that's the knockout zone. So the minute he would get into there, he knew he was going to clinch, and he was just starting to time it with that uppercut. and it was crazy. He landed it perfectly a couple of times, so smoothly that if you weren't looking, you didn't even see it. Yeah, no, I was real impressed with Beterbiev last night. Motherfucker needs to buy some vowels though.
What?
Yeah. Hey, I was gonna mention when you guys are talking about the body punching. Did you guys see that one time when he signaled to the ref after taking a shot?
Yeah, he was
Like
hurt.
there was like,
That
what was that
was
all
just-
about?
He got away with it. He got away with it.
He did. That was great. Oh, hey, did you guys see that? What happened to my watch?
Yeah,
That was so classic.
I thought he broke his hand or something, or it was
I
weird.
thought
he
there
got
was
hit in
water
the
on
body.
the canvas.
Yeah.
He got hit in the body and he didn't want none. And he's like, my hand hurts.
Yeah.
Referee, please help me for a few seconds.
He should
That's what that was.
He should have screamed like Floyd Mayweather when Maidana beat his hand. You don't remember that scream?
Yeah, I know.
All right.
Oh yeah.
Precise. Welcome to the show.
What's up, everybody? Can you hear me okay?
Yep. Let me just turn your volume up a bit here. All right. You're cool. So, welcome to the show. Your thoughts on the fight?
You know, I hear a lot of talk about power this, power that, and obviously you should expect that because both of those guys are hard punchers, but in my view, the bigger puncher was Gvozdyk. I've never seen Beterbiev put anybody to sleep. I've seen Gvozdyk do that, so I actually think Gvozdyk, at least with that right hand, he has significantly more power than Beterbiev in any individual shot. But what really won the fight was boxing skill. I mean, Beterbiev really impressed me. I never really took the time to watch him, and he's only really fought scrubs, so those guys never pushed him. But Gvozdyk actually pushed him. The guy has a great poker face, man. He was buzzed in that fight numerous times, and he didn't just walk through Gvozdyk. He couldn't do that. He outboxed him. He outboxed him from the outside. He outfought him on the inside. He was just a more skillful fighter, man. I mean, the kind of looks he was giving this guy, the variety of punches that he throws. I mean, he throws every punch in the book, and then he'll bring any one of those punches from any angle. I mean, like, this guy's skill is severely underrated. Everybody falls in love with power. It's understandable, but this guy, he's a skillful, very skillful fighter. The kind of looks that he gives, the feints that he was giving Gvozdyk, I mean, it reminded me of Povetkin a lot in some instances. I mean, this guy's a problem, man. He's a very, very skillful fighter. I never saw that before. This fight opened my eyes, and it's due to Gvozdyk really testing him and making him, bringing out, I guess, not the best, because Beterbiev said that he could be better than that. I don't know if it's possible, but I guess he brought out the better in Beterbiev. I mean, what's up?
Yo, Carnival, bro. Have you ever seen Usyk get dropped with a body shot?
No, I don't want to talk about the Usyk Beterbiev fight. I'm not really interested in that. I've never seen it, but yeah, man. I think there's. I mean, people talk whatever they want to talk about, but I think Beterbiev's skill is being severely overlooked here. The guy, I mean, he did it he did it all. He can do everything. I mean, I know people are saying like he got inside and he beat him. Yeah, he did that, but he also outboxed him from outside. Those long right hands to the body, they came from outside. You know what I mean? Like, he was right there with him, and I didn't think he was winning the exchanges necessarily, because when they were exchanging, he was getting hurt too. He was just better everywhere. I mean, yeah, that's what I thought.
The thing is, though, when
and I think sometimes the puncher doesn't get that credit all across the board, to where they have to like revalue their way of looking at things. I'm talking about the judges, because you don't have to automatically assume, okay, we're expecting this puncher to close the distance just by coming forward. But if you watch when he's coming forward, the little things that he does, if judges in a way can learn, I'm not saying that they don't know their job, but I'm just assuming that the boxers on the back foot are more expected to like look flashy and be the ones with the skills. That's all I'm just saying. But that's right. He did a lot of good things, a lot of little nuances, they like to say.
See, the thing is, when somebody got a little bit of skill, and is way stronger than the other dude, usually, if he hurts him, he's gonna look like the better boxer because the other guy can't hurt him. If hypothetically speaking, can't hurt him, and he's getting punished at the same time. It's gonna look like that because it's like a little kid fighting a grown man. Hypothetically, let's just say, just throwing it out like that. Strength matters, you know what I mean?
Why can't the other guy hurt him?
Because the guy's like a fucking juggernaut. That guy does not. Those punches don't phase him much. He's gonna walk through you. Shoot his.
This juggernaut's been knocked down, I think, twice in his career. He's been hurt.
He been knocked down. That's why I told you guys, Gvozdyk's fucking skill set is better than fucking Beterbiev. But the thing is,
so he can be hurt. I think the
reason
why he wasn't. The reason why. But
can I say it precise? Precise. Can I say?
I think the reason why you say he wasn't hurt is because you didn't notice him getting hurt. He was hurt. He just didn't show it. I'm not saying he was hurt badly, but he was stunned on a few occasions. But the reason why he didn't get hurt more, like in those other fights, is because his defense. I mean, it was a little leaky here and there. He got hit cleanly, but his defense was better than I've ever seen it. He had really good defense in this fight for the most part. Go ahead.
I was saying that he does get hurt. It's not like every boxer gets hurt. It's not like if they get in and they get hit with a nice solid shot to the face, especially a jab, like a spearing jab, you're going to feel that shit go around your face. It's not that. It's just fucking, the thing is that this guy, the composure, every elite boxer has a good composure. Once they get hurt, they kind of cover it up. Pacquiao's one of them, but a bunch of them. Thurman, you name it. there's a lot of them. The thing is, though, he is the type of guy that is naturally fucking strong and has like this, like I think it was Jimmy. Somebody was saying that will to win no matter what happens. That on top of that, that's what makes him. On top of that, he's all strong as fuck. Like he is way stronger than anybody in that division. I tell you that much. In light heavyweight, he belongs somewhere up in the cruiserweights. His strength. That's where, like, to get hit. That is. Punching wise, it's heavyweight punching power. That's where it belongs. That's how I rate his abilities. But if you get hit with a clean shot, you're gonna fall. It happens. These things happen. You go have a flash knockdown when it's something nice, some perfect area. They touch up, and that's it. You're fucking gone. Like Price's chin. Everybody says Price's chin sucks. This is that, but Price's chin is weak in one area. If you notice it, I think it's on his left fucking cheek. I think it's left or right. I forgot which side it was. The left or right cheek. Some around the temple, not cheek, temple. He gets hit over there, he drops. That's his weak spot. Every fighter got a little weak spot. Every single one of them does.
I see. How do you get into fucking left cheek, right cheek?
Not all of them.
No.
Some fighters could just take a punch really well. And I don't think that just based on strength and punching power, with those two, you have to have another thing coupled with that to be successful and be a really good fighter. Because look, Ivan Baranchik is really strong. Okay, he lost. Who's got good punching power? Ernie Shavers, great punching power. You need a couple things, more than a couple things, a few things. And this guy got boxing skill, and I hadn't really noticed it myself. And to be fair, I would have to look at him some more to really appreciate the little things he does here and there that really make that big difference. But yeah.
But that's it, Gonzalo. Like when you're fighting just, whether it's 4 3-minute rounds or 5 3-minute rounds in the amateurs, but his professional career, unfortunately, he's not been active. It's a combination of promotional issues and injuries, so we've never seen him showcase his talent over a longer sort of duration. Now, when you're knocking out opponents, naturally your full ability is not going to be exemplified, but when you're fighting against elite competition and you're facing adversity at times, then you get to see, and we saw it in this fight, that he does have a much deeper repertoire of skills, both defensively and offensively, and even to a certain extent, counter-punching what we haven't really seen before. And as you always say, you know, steel sharpens steel, and we got to see it in this fight.
Hi, people in the chat are asking a bunch of questions. Actually making some comments. Somebody asked a question to Precise. If he thought that Beterbiev was... Do you think that was Nico pass 6? Precise, you don't think Beterbiev fouled a little bit too much?
He did what?
If he fouled a little bit too much, in your opinion.
He did foul. I mean, he hit behind the head a little bit. I thought, and you know, as far as like that pushing to the ground, look, if a guy grabs a hold of you, he broke the rules already. So what are you supposed to do? You're supposed to sit there and let him foul you? If he's grabbing a hold of you, push him, of course. That's why, like, I never had a problem with Golovkin pulling guys into his head, right? People are saying he's using his head. He's not using his head. I mean, well, he is using his head. He's thinking in there. Like, you grab a hold of somebody, you already broke the rules. Why are we expecting the other guy to not break the rules when you are breaking them, you know? Don't we always say, if you're being foul right back? So, yeah, he was fouling, but I mean, it was in response to being fouled. He did land some, like, rabbit shots, but, you know, that shit happens in a fight. It's always going to happen. It didn't look intentional to me. A lot of these guys that are really broad-shouldered and I won't say muscle-bound because he's actually pretty lean as far as muscle mass, but pretty broad-shouldered, they just can't turn their punches over on the inside very well. Not as well as someone who's narrower. Just because they're so broad-shouldered. But, yeah, I mean, there was fouling. But for the most part, I mean, the fight was pretty clean, I thought, for the most part.
In the chat, Doc says Beterbiev is what the LDBC wishes Wilder was.
Yeah, I was wondering what was going to happen after
they
did the instant replay on the first round. Because if Gvozdyk was winning, okay, they scored it after having it to where he fell with the knockdown, then you have to go like, okay, Beterbiev 10, Gvozdyk 8. But after reviewing it, what happens? So it becomes a 10-9 for Gvozdyk, right?
Yeah.
You know, it's crazy.
I had
it's
it
crazy
at 9-9. But go ahead.
Mucho.
Yeah. Because of the knockdown that wasn't a knock. Sorry. Yeah, because of the knockdown and because Gvozdyk won the round. But anyways, go ahead, Gypsy.
I was gonna say that whenever this guy gets in a clinch, and you know how they throw those little just crazy little punches inside, you know, like on the chin or on the stomach, whatever it is, you know. This guy, bro, he hits so fucking hard in that distance. It's insane. It is fucking ridiculous. He hits him so hard in that little spot where he hits him, and he makes this guy fly to different directions. Like Gvozdyk, that is. Gvozdyk, the taller man. I won't say the bigger man because the wider torso that thing has, Beterbiev. I can't say bigger man, honestly. But he didn't do that just to him. He did it to Usyk too, man. Whenever they got in the clinch, I saw he just does this little uppercuts that come out of nowhere, just, right on the chin. And Usyk was all over the place, on the ropes, all over the place, just because of that shit. He has some ridiculous power. I don't know what kind of power, where I can put him at, but he has ridiculous power. I can't put him. I can't say
the power
he is harder than Wilder.
The power is giving him an erection or something. Calm down, man.
No, man, no, he does. He legitimately does. It's insane. It's fucking insane how much power he has.
In the chat, Chris K, thank you for your contribution. He says, I think it's a joke, obviously. Who thinks Canelo fights Beterbiev if he beats Kovalev? It's not happening, man. But good one.
Canelo will never fight that man. I'm telling you right now.
Man, no, of course not.
He will get killed. It would be a slaughter. It's just not even worth it. Kovalev, he has a slight chance of beating with the decision bullshit victory. But that guy, it's not even a contest. He will walk through him.
You see, he's got good punching power and he got good skills. But, if fighters and everybody keep thinking of this guy as like invincible, yeah, he will win because the intimidation factor. I'm not saying he's not overrated, that he should be overrated because he deserves full credit. He's a unified champion now in one of the best divisions. But it usually takes somebody that's real confident along with the skills to go in there and defeat a guy like this when he's got that aura about him, I'm not saying it's going to happen soon, But it can't happen.
He's 34, huh?
Yeah.
So, how long?
Maybe 3 more years.
3
Then
more
he's-
years.
Yeah, but maximum 3. That's all I give him. And then his prime is gone at that point.
Now, some people in the chat are saying that it was a power that basically that bailed out Beterbiev. Oh yeah, Canelo says it was more or less Beterbiev's power that ended the fight. Gvozdyk was outlanding Beterbiev for the most part. I don't know if he was outlanding. Well, go ahead.
I knew the guy had.
At the beginning,
I knew the guy.
Yeah.
I knew the guy had more power going into this fight, but since I didn't watch that amateur fight with him and Usyk, I didn't know how much power this fool had.
Could you stop?
I knew he had more
Could you
power.
stop mentioning that Usyk fight?
Oh my bad. I'm sorry. I quit.
I don't know. You go back to that. Like, it doesn't matter, man.
Because that to me was a decision factor, bro. That could have made me pick Beterbiev
Really?
instantly.
Yeah, you said that. But
Yeah,
okay.
instantly.
It's an old
That was the
fight.
decision factor.
Did you watch Usyk against Sean Porter also to help you with your predictions?
No, man. Usyk, Sean Porter has nothing to do with that. This is Beterbiev we're talking about.
No, I mean for future Usyk fights or Sean Porter fights.
Oh, maybe that will make.
Yeah.
But the thing is that he was thing though. From what I'm hearing, he was green. He was green.
Yeah,
Usyk
but
was green at the
All
time.
right,
So it doesn't.
corruption. Go ahead.
Gypsy that they fought 5 times. It's 4-1 to Usyk. You need to see the other times when they fought in the quarterfinals of the European Championships when Usyk gave them an ass whooping. So
I've only seen the first and second one, bro. I have not seen 3, 4,
you're
or
just
5.
isolating on one fight, so that's not a correct sort of representation of.
Can you send me a site? Is there a site for me to watch the 3rd, 4th, 5th if there's a 3rd, 4th?
Check the BBC's archive. There might still have.
How many times they fought each other? 5 times?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll look into it.
Hey,
What
can
I
you
was
guys hear me?
saying. Yes, Jimmy.
Oh, no, I didn't mean to cut you off. I just, so is it still humming or clicking bad?
No.
Oh, all right. Oh, go ahead then, do it up.
I was just gonna say that. Look, I wouldn't pick against this guy. I mean, he's good. Okay. I wouldn't pick against him, but all I'm saying is it will take somebody that's confident in their abilities to go against this guy and defeat him.
Jesus Christ! What's going on? All right,
Hello?
Jimmy. Yeah,
No, and
go ahead.
yeah, no, like Gypsy, and to his thing with the power, yes, he's got a power, but even for me, picking him as the winner, like I said, it was his technical, like I said, his technical ability. The kid's so technically sound. I mean, he just throws, and what I liked, he not only doesn't load up with anything, he takes stuff, speed off. You can tell he's throwing stuff with less crack, so you don't get used to the sting. And yeah, but the not loading up is an important thing.
That's
And
real
even-
power. Yeah, strength.
He has skill, man. It's not like he has no skill. If he had absolutely no skill, then he wouldn't stand a chance against Gvozdyk. He does have really good skill. It just at level with Gvozdyk, the foot movement that Gvozdyk has and all that shit, he doesn't at that caliber. No, he does not have that. That's why he was pissed at himself when they asked him, "Oh, I could have done a little bit better. I could have done this," because he knew that he beat him by power majority of the fight. It was not skill that pushed that fight to his favor. It was mostly power.
Nonsense, bro.
Then why would he say that about
commenting
him?
about boxing, bro. Stop making.
Then why would he say that? Why would he say that
You're
afterwards? Why would he say that?
You're
Why would he
awful.
say afterwards?
Go ask.
Okay,
him.
why would he
Like,
say that? The jab, what did he say
if
that?
you
Why would he
think-
say that?
If you think a fight between Olympic bronze medalist, I don't know what Beterbiev is, but I think he won the world champs. If you think that fight isn't won on skill, you need to stop watching boxing, bro.
Power plays a huge factor. If you got a little bit of skill, it goes a long way. It plays a huge factor.
Yeah,
You
nobody
mean to tell
said
me
it
if I
doesn't.
put up a grizzly bear, and put him in the cage, you think that motherfucker is gonna stand a chance against the grizzly bear? Power plays a huge factor.
Well, now
fighter.
you're talking cross species MMA.
I'm not. I don't have to bring. I'm just trying to
You're
make
not
an
making any
example of
sense.
power.
No,
I'm
your
just trying.
example is awful. Your
What
I'm
the,
example
just
is
trying.
just.
I'm trying to give you an
I don't know
example
what
of what
bears have
power
to
it
do
has.
with boxers. Yeah,
All right,
bears.
let's
Okay.
move on. Let's
Wilder,
move
look
on.
at
Let's move on.
look at Wilder's
You
power.
made your point, Johnny Boy. You're
But
back,
do
so maybe you want to jump in also.
no, I was just gonna sit. The fuck did I just walk into? But but nah, man. Look, dude. Both guys are very skilled. Both of them are. They are. I don't know what I didn't miss the first half of that conversation. Both guys are very skilled. It's just the fucking Beterbiev's body work ended up playing off later on, and I tip my hat to both of them. They both put on a hell of a show, as far as I'm concerned. I mean,
Yeah, I'd have to agree with corruption. I don't know if you missed what corruption was saying, that in a way, maybe corruption can explain this better, but that, because basically Gvozdyk wanted that revenge against Beterbiev because he lost against him, and then maybe that's why at the beginning he was a little bit too aggressive, in my opinion. I was like, whoa, slow down, man. I mean, you're fighting Beterbiev here. Like, calm the fuck down. Like,
he was nervous, man.
You think he was nervous?
I actually got a. You know what? No, I was just gonna say I fucking actually got a prediction wrong. But other than that, I told my dad, because he was watching it with me last night. I says, Pop, I just fucked up on my pick, and he goes, why? I says, because the Russian came out to Stranglehold by Ted Nugent. That's why I fucked up. And I said, but yeah, look, I'd love to see fucking and let's also keep in mind that somebody made a good comparison, I thought, earlier when I did a little hour live stream earlier. Fucking, Beterbiev is like a Russian Marciano, bro. He's like a Russian Marciano. He's just fucking well conditioned, tough as shit, and he hits like a ton of bricks, bro. You know what I'm saying? Is he the fucking technically like fucking Usyk or anything? No, he's just a tough son of a bitch. He's got power and he's very well stamina and condition, bro. And we were also talking earlier. I says I wouldn't mind seeing fucking Gvozdyk fight Bivol either. I think they're all good matchups. Truth be told.
Yeah, well, it's a great division right now.
And the last thing I just wanted to add this one other point. Gvozdyk, look, man, I don't know what anybody else scored it, but I had Gvozdyk ahead after 6, bro. It was, if you had it 3-3 or but it was tight. Yeah, if you had it tight, that's fine. Yeah, but let's also keep in mind too, a lot of them 1-2s and straight rights that fucking Gvozdyk hit Beterbiev with. Those shits would have knocked a lot of other guys out, bro. It would have.
Well, the harder shots obviously Beterbiev landed, man. Go ahead.
I only watched the fight live once, but I only gave Gvozdyk the first round. I'm not gonna push that idea, but to me, he was just getting hurt.
Yeah, dude, I don't mean to jump on you, but I was starting to feel weird. I'm like, wow, I scored because I had it off. I think after 6, I had a 4-2 Beterbiev.
Yeah, see, I had
it clearly winning for me.
Well, they only given the first round?
Yeah, I mean, I gotta watch the fight again, but watching it live, after the first round, I didn't give Gvozdyk any round after that. Some rounds were close, but I thought his punches were. Yeah. Let me just finish real quick. I just thought his punches were more effective. Go ahead.
No. I was just gonna say I gave him the first 2. I thought the 4th was a clear Gvozdyk round, and I thought the 6th was one that could have gone either way. But I gave it to Gvozdyk as well. It was close though. I mean, there was a couple of swing rounds in there. What are you gonna do?
Well, there were moments when one fighter would finish strong, so you're like, well, do I give him the round? Do you go But
I think we could all agree. We could all agree that he shouldn't have been up on the cards at the time the fight was stopped.
No,
I think we could all
he
agree
wasn't.
on that.
I don't think so.
So they were gonna rob his ass. They were gonna try to rob him.
Let's put. I have the official scorecard. I'll put it on the screen. But go ahead, Johnny Boy. Or I don't know who was gonna talk.
Well, I was gonna say Johnny Boy for me too. I was scoring it I was doing something very unconventional. I was giving rounds because I was looking at his face, man. If you go back and watch the fight, you could see it was all over his face. He knew it. He doesn't have that one shot take your head off because you know why? He could if he loaded up But he just knows every punch he's going to hit you is going to hurt you. No matter where it hits you, it's going to inflict some pain. But I'll tell you, man, his aggression, you can't tie him up. He's got cannonballs for shoulders, so he's powerful, big, powerful legs. So guys going to try to tag him up, and the way he can just whack them uppercuts. No, his skill, man. I came away from that. I was already thinking he was a highly technical fighter, but he even impressed me even more.
Okay, so I have the scorecard over here, and John McCain, I guess. He had Gvozdyk 87, Beterbiev 84.
What?
Yeah, and
That's
then
ridiculous.
That senator is dead.
yeah, I know, John McCain. Then somebody else had.
What? He had the house fighter up? Wow, shocker, huh?
Yeah. The other judge had it 86, 85 for Gvozdyk, and the other judge had it 83 for Gvozdyk, 87 for Beterbiev. So I guess that goes more in line with what Jimmy and Precise were saying.
And I told Mark this earlier, bro. I says, I had it 4 apiece after 8, and then Beterbiev took off in the 9th, and I was like, okay, this is fucking over, But that's just.
All right, you're kind of breaking up a little bit there, Johnny boy. I think you're driving. That's why you're somewhere outside. But yeah.
Yep.
All right. So I don't know. This fight apparently was very close. I mean, in the sense that people split. Yeah.
Gvozdyk was the favorite. Gvozdyk was the one that they wanted to praise. They didn't want that guy to win, bro. They didn't want him to win.
He signed to top rank, right? He's a top rank fighter.
He's got the superstar trainer. He's the younger guy.
Superstar.
Yeah. But did you see Aram over there? Fucking.
Oh.
Hey kid, how you doing?
Well,
you got my belt, so.
Well, let me co-promote you.
Yeah, but this
and you see Beterbiev, big smile on his face. Sorry to cut you off. All right, go, Bo.
No, but you're right. The thing that. Oh, Jimmy, there's some static sound again there.
Corruption. You told me that the other 3 fights are.
Corruption's gone.
Oh, he's gone. Man, I gotta see the other 3 fights. I want to see those fights with Usyk. That's fucking entertaining as hell. I care less about this Gvozdyk fight.
I was gonna say, before I got interrupted. China. So Bob Arum is. So I'm gonna put the rankings on the screen now. If you look at the IBF, Artur Beterbiev is the champion, and he has a mandatory fight against Fan Long Meng from China, and Bob Arum is already planning on doing that fight in China. So that's gonna be happening. And then Bob Arum said that he eventually wants Beterbiev to fight Bivol on ESPN. So that's Bob Arum's plan. What do you guys think?
Yes.
I think Beterbiev should bring some dental floss. He can blind him.
Fucking, he's got. Whoa, there you go. I think Bob's fucking all ready to line his pocket with some of that human's violation money, huh?
Hey, it's business, man. You had Saudi Arabia now, fights in Saudi Arabia, fights in China. Nobody cares.
No, I know. It's just fucking.
No, yeah. But anyways, so that's the plan. I think it's a good plan. At least, I mean, Beterbiev is 34. I mean, what are you gonna do with this guy, right? He's a champion. It's not like you can milk the guy. He's not a superstar, with a huge fan base. So let's start unifying the division. Good idea, in my opinion.
I think they didn't want to promote this guy.
That's why it sucks about fucking Canelo fighting Kovalev, that money grab. I just don't, what does that fight prove? I just don't like it. I wish Kovalev would stay, because then it could have been a unification bout next,
Jimmy, that's what I've been. I know I'm a little staticky, but Jimmy, that's what I've been saying all along, bro. I've been saying.
Because if it was legit, right, John? If Canelo's like, nah, man, this is me, dude. Fuck 168. I'm a light heavyweight to prove it. Okay. Yeah. Is he gonna be? Let's be honest. Is he gonna fucking? Would he call out? Is he gonna call Beterbiev into the ring after? If he was to beat Kovalev, do you think he's gonna be? Where are you, Beterbiev? Get up in this ring. I want you next.
Or even Bivol. Even Bivol. Hang on one second, Gypsy. And even Bivol, you know, like I say, there's plenty of good fights for both of them in their own fucking weight class. Why?
Because well, he admits it. He says it. They said it in that fucking Mario Lopez interview when he talked with Oscar. He said it for what it is. This is the guy at that weight class he believes he can beat, and for these reasons. This is not like any genre into the fight. So for that reason only, it's like, then fucking why? Stay out of the division. Go up to 168. It's like he wants to skirt that. I don't know. I just like, if he wasn't fighting him now, we could imagine now we could have a Kovalev, Russia against Russian, and Chechnya, and those people are fucking nuts.
Well,
yeah,
Jimmy, that's what I'm saying though. Like, like Kovalev can fight Gvozdyk or Beterbiev or whoever. There's plenty of guys at 175. Same thing with 160/168 for Canelo. There's a third Golovkin fight out there, which anybody who says Canelo beats Beterbiev, try fighting a 40-year-old Golovkin first, and you know, you can go from there. Let's just put that to bed. And fucking yeah, and there's plenty, like I say, there's plenty of good fights for both of them guys in their respective weights. There was no reason for that fight other than Canelo sees Kovalev slowing down. It's apparent. Even from that first Andre Ward fight, it's apparent Kovalev slowed down. That's why he's picking the motherfucker, and that's why he's a huge favorite against him, bro. Like, come on, bro. You're not getting no fucking G points from me for beating up another fucking 40-year-old, bro. Like, get the fuck out of here with this shit.
Nah, man, you gotta give him credit for beating him. If he legitimately beats him and he knocks him out or whatever he does, you gotta give him credit for that. I'm not a Canelo fan, but you have to give him credit. I understand that each division got their own array of fighters. That
it's like the same thing.
Guys,
but the thing is, that's not a bad thing.
Let's calm down.
Gypsy, if I fought unless it's recognized, if I fought a fucking 50-year-old who's 6'3", I'm gonna look like fucking Carlos Monzon. That don't mean shit.
Yeah, but Kovalev ain't that bad though, homie. He's not that bad. He ain't that bad. It's not like he's like on a cane or some shit like that.
Bro, he almost just got put out by an unproven fucking retard from England, bro. Come on.
Was he really retarded? All right, hold on, guys.
He got knocked out by Alvarez as well.
All right, I know everybody has things to say. Jimmy wants to say something, but hold on, guys, because we have G Boogie on the line. G, are you there?
Yes, sir. How y'all doing?
Pretty good. How about yourself? What's on your mind?
The whole thing about with Canelo, Kovalev is an older fighter. His skill is diminishing. We all see it. Canelo's is taking the weak of the opponent, like everybody knows. If he really wanted to prove himself, why he didn't fight all the other guys that's under him? Everybody's saying, oh, he's moving up so many weight classes. Come on. Canelo walks around at about 180, 185, and he dropped down to go fight. You know, why you think he got caught with the clenbuterol? Come on. So he's just taking the weakest of the opportunity, like opponent, like Johnny Boy said, and that's exactly what he's doing. With Beterbiev, I would have had my prediction correct because I did say from the 7th to the 10th round knockout, but I was pressured, and I picked the 7th. So. But I knew it was going to be a knockout.
Canelo,
you were close. He rocked him.
This is the best way I can put it. Canelo was born with a dick in his mouth. You understand? Fuck him.
Bro, the zone is the one pushing for this fight. It's not him. They're like either pick Triple G or Kovalev. That's the big.
No, dude, it's not the zone at all. They were furious. The zone in Golden Boy were furious. They were mad about the fucking, because even Tom Loeffler came out and said, well, I guess joining the zone really wasn't worth it. No, they were pissed. This was all fucking Canelo.
And Gypsy.
Okay.
That's because it's fucking easy pickings, bro. That's why he's pushing for it.
It's not though, bro.
I
It's like
don't think Kovalev is
it's
easy pickings.
Bro, he's gonna fucking slash right through Kovalev, and I hope
Nah,
it
if he smashes
okay.
backfires.
right
I'll
through
give you
Holy
something.
Kovalev, that's
shit.
Yo,
Kovalev
yo, yo,
giving him the fight. That's Kovalev giving him the fight. He ain't smashing him.
yo. Is it easy for Caleb Smith to fight Canelo? I mean, for Canelo to fight Caleb Smith?
Callum Smith's a fucking weight bully who should be fighting Gassiev, but yeah.
Alright.
Caleb might knock him out,
This is
bro.
getting out of control.
I
Hey,
don't know.
Exactly.
hold on. G
But
Boogie.
who do you favor
Let-
against Caleb versus Kovalev? Who do you favor in that two fight?
Probably Caleb. Caleb Smith at this point.
Alright, G Boogie.
Are you sure about that?
Let's see if
I'm not. I wouldn't say I'm too.
Jesus.
I'm sure of it, Gypsy, but he's
Yeah,
a big dude, bro.
Hey, G Boogie.
he
Anything
is.
else?
Yeah.
Let G Boogie talk, guys. G Boogie. Anything else?
No, that's about it. But Caleb Smith will smash redhead Mexican freckle face guy.
All
I
right.
don't mean to disrespect. I don't want to disrespect any Mexican. Don't think that I'm biased like that. Nah, I just throwing in some.
You are racist,
some
man. You are
humor
racist.
into- a racist coming from a Puerto Rican, black,
Yeah. All right,
Native
man.
American. Yes, I'm a racist. Only in America.
Exactly. Donking style. All right, G Boogie. Thanks for the call, man.
Hey, God bless all of y'all, man. Y'all, like I said, man, y'all bring the boxing world and all that what we experience in boxing is a good thing, man. And I much respect to all of y'all, to the panel, to BDA for bringing this format up, and for everybody.
All right, G Boogie. Thanks, man. Yeah, I really appreciate it. Thanks for the call.
Yes, sir.
Thanks a lot, bro.
Peace, man.
All right. Kind words from G Boogie. So what were we talking about that everybody was going crazy about? Oh yeah, Kovalev is done. So where the hell is Johnny Boy left?
Look, I don't see.
man.
Can I say this real quick? I do not see Kovalev bringing 100% and that he's going to get smashed by Canelo. I highly doubt that, but anything's possible. But I doubt it. If he
I see
wins
this
that
fight
fight
going decision, bro.
legitimately, I'm sorry, you said?
I said this. I see this fight going to decision. I don't see anybody knocking out anybody in this.
Right. I could see this fight going to decision too. I mean, more likely that's what I think is going to happen. But if he legitimately beats him, look, as far as I know, there's no catch weight. Anybody could correct me if I'm wrong. Yes, no, no. So
Dude,
there's no
even if
catch
it is, Kovalev is gonna come in like Danny Jacobs. He's gonna say, "Fuck your,"
right, but let's just
rehydration
look.
clause.
Barring what I mean is like if the fucking guy is asked to go like down to 170, of course I'm gonna look at it a bit suspect. That you're asking a guy who's the career light heavyweight, who's 36, going on 37, to drop down another 5 pounds. Like, then obviously you know what's going on there. But as far as I know, it's at 175. There might be a weight stipulation when it comes to the rehydration weight. We'll see how far along that is. But if he goes in there and he beats him, that's a legit win. That's a great win. I mean, Kovalev, look, man, he only lost like one legit fight in my eyes. And is he like slowing down? Of course he is. But you can see that he can still box people's head off, and he can knock you out if you don't know what the fuck you're doing. Like what's the Diesel guy's name? I forgot his name.
Yard.
Yeah.
Yard. That's what I meant to say. Anthony Yard.
Hey,
right.
guys.
So like,
yeah.
But is he the weakest link out of like Bivol,
no,
Beterbiev, and even Gvozdyk? He probably is.
I'm leaning towards Bivol.
He is. Kovalev is the weakest link right now.
He probably is. Maybe he is.
Maybe Gvozdyk. Maybe
Jesus.
Don't scream. I don't know. Maybe Gvozdyk could put him anywhere. You could put Gvozdyk below him, maybe above him. That's the only one that I have a hard time picking over. But Bivol for sure beats him. Beterbiev for sure knocks him out.
Guys, we have a phone call. Boricua is on the line. Boricua, what's up?
Hey, I read in and what probably at a very interesting point where y'all are talking about the whole Canelo Kovalev thing, and I just want to leave my 2 cents. Like, basically, yeah, I agree with Johnny Boy. He's fighting because he's the weakest link, and Canelo's probably gonna go in there looking like a ginger Brock Lesnar. And
Yeah.
let me ask you guys.
Ginger Brock Lesnar.
Imagine.
Why doesn't Canelo want to fight Bivol or Beterbiev?
Low money. You know.
High risk, low reward.
Bro.
Yeah.
Bro, Beterbiev would kill Canelo. And if Canelo does fight him, he'll probably only do like a 3-pound rehydration clause if that happens. So, for me, it's hard to put Canelo in and that's why it's hard for me to put Canelo in the pound-for-pound list because almost every win has a side to it where it's just like there was some corruption behind it. So, at least in my eyes, like, if Kovalev wins, I'll be happy, but, like, I just don't know how to feel about any Canelo fight at this point because of how Golden Boy treats him and stuff like that.
Good point.
Dude, he knocks him out. If Kovalev looks good and he still knocks him out or beats him clearly in 12 rounds, he's pound for pound number one. Because of that single win, he is pound for pound number one. But that's only temporary. That's not going to last for too long. You know, that's the way I look at it.
Yeah.
But that's not going to happen either. It's going to be a decision. It's not going to be KO. He ain't going to be able to KO Kovalev. Kovalev's footwork is going to make it near impossible for him to KO him if he's thinking about hitting him in the body and stopping him. It's not going. He's going to hit him in the body, but he ain't going to stop him. That's what's going to happen.
Yeah, if I was Vladimir Guerrero, I would probably do what a little bit of what Kovalev did with Yard that Precise pointed out, which is jabbing the chest and the body a lot. Wear him out because Canelo's going to pack on a bunch of muscle. That's for sure. And if you can drain out Canelo, I think he could maybe stop him, but I don't think that's likely since this is Golden Boy and all that stuff.
So what do you think is going to happen then?
I don't know. Probably Canelo wins late stoppage.
Canelo late stoppage?
Well,
how are they going to fix that, though? How are they going to fix that outcome?
Probably body shots and stuff like that. Maybe Andre Ward style low blows. I don't know what to expect from Canelo at this
So
point.
you're not talking about anything legit.
No, exactly.
See, you're not talking about anything legit. You're talking about some second tactic that the referee's just going to let slide by. See, you're not
pretty much.
You're not talking about boxing tactics, right? You're not talking about he's just going to work the bodies, everything's going to be clean, and then he's going to knock him out to the body.
Wait, for who? Canelo or Kovalev?
For Canelo, right? So in other words, what you're saying is he's going to win on some secondary, nothing to do with boxing tactic.
Most likely. But if he does win convincingly, I'll give him his props, but he's probably going to be roided up like crazy, looking like I said earlier, Ginger Brock Lesnar and stuff like that. Because if he got on steroids,
that could work against him too.
He most likely did.
That could also work against him, Boricua. Because when the more muscles you have, the more oxygen you waste when you're fighting, movements, shit like that.
Happened with Joshua and Yard.
Yeah, basically. You got to be careful. I'm not saying that it wouldn't work, but if the guy starts jabbing you to your chest, starts making you miss shots because you're a little slower,
and that's what
that could take a toll on you.
But yeah,
I mean,
that's
all power to him. Let him come out like a ginger steroid motherfucker. It doesn't matter. I mean, it actually does matter, but that's how he's supposed to come out for that fight.
All right, thanks for the call. Boricua.
All right, thanks. God bless.
No, take care. All right. Controversy in the fight, corruption in boxing is what's gonna happen. Quite possibly. People in the chat, what are they saying here? Some guy said that Canelo comes out to establish hand speed dominance and make Kovalev gun shy. What about Canelo's speed? Well,
Canelo,
he can't reach the
Canelo's
guy
hand
then.
speed.
Yeah.
Canelo's hand speed is pretty fast, man. I think, and because of his foot movement, he ain't that good with his feet. He's got that stocky feet going on. Even though it doesn't matter stocky feet or not, you can still move pretty good. It's just that he can't move. He's not that agile that way. But he's pretty decent with foot movement. He's not great at it.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm trying to say. And for that reason, he kind of looks like he might be the slower guy in this fight. But in the hand speed department, he is definitely faster than fucking Kovalev. It's just that's what's gonna make him have the opportunities whenever Kovalev throws a jab at him to make him miss, and then attack him with a shovel hook to the solar plexus. That's what he was doing in the fight with Triple G in the second one. But some of those shots were going low blows. Whether those intentional or not, I couldn't say. Because sometimes Triple G's guard is pretty good. You know, he gets it right on the belt line with the elbows. So it's like whether he's trying to hit there or not, I'm not sure. But yeah, there was a few low blows for sure in that fight. And but there was a couple shots he landed exactly fast as fuck. Really, really fast. He threw the jab, he went straight on the knee, boom, right on the fucking stomach. And then he followed it up with a combination. It wasn't just one hit. It was stomach, face, something. I forgot exactly what combination he threw at him. I just remember that the speed of that shit, you know what I mean? And he has that ability to do that to Kovalev. But Kovalev, he's going to be able to do that to Kovalev when Kovalev has moments of like breathers where he's just throwing a jab, not really emphasizing it.
Yeah.
Like not breathers like fucking like, you know, it's not like breathers that's what I'm saying is like he's like, oh,
Canelo's gonna be taking breathers. Canelo's gonna be. He always takes fucking breathers. And yeah, hold on. Marshall Ministry in the chat. He's asking everybody, which was more boring, Saunders Lemieux or Canelo Jacobs? I don't want to call in, but yeah, anyway. So that's a question.
They're both boring.
Both
it's hard
boring.
to see which one was more boring.
Saunders Lemieux was. So that was bad though, like beyond bad. It was embarrassing. Thank God I didn't go to that fucking fight.
Yeah, Bucha, I was saying when I say taking breathers, I don't mean like fucking let me relax. Like his output will like lessen a little bit.
Yeah.
That's the moment when he will just counter his ass. But what I think Kovalev is at a high output, Canelo is not gonna have an easy time touching him. It's when he slows down a little bit in output, maybe.
Who has the best output, Kovalev or Canelo?
Kovalev.
Averagely, yeah.
Yeah, Kovalev has the better footwork, better output.
Kovalev? I know. Yes. I mean, I'll have to counter you there, dude.
Jesus Christ, I have to mute Jimmy. Jimmy, your static is even worse than before. Like, it's pretty bad. Yeah, it's pretty bad. All right. Sorry, Jimmy. All right. So yeah, the output. What the hell were we talking about? The output.
We're talking about who has more output, and Kovalev definitely has more output between the two. And Canelo, he's usually the guy that he fights like Benavidez, but better than Benavidez, in a lot of areas. Defensively better, offensively maybe slightly Benavidez has better offensive.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, I still give it to Canelo.
Johnny M in the chat is saying Kovalev tends to tire at around 7 to 8 rounds. That's when Kova slows, and he should close the distance and work the body on Kovalev. Okay, so he's saying Kovalev tends to tire around 7 and 8, and that's when Canelo should take advantage.
Yeah, he's gonna do that. That's what's gonna happen. Somewhere around that area, maybe even 5. He would do that in the 5th round.
Canelo's stamina has gotten better though, but then again, the output is always low, so can we really say that his stamina is improving when he's not really doing that much? You know what I mean? Is it that impressive? I don't know.
No, Jimmy, you're not. You're fine.
Yeah, Jimmy, go
ahead.
Yeah,
you could.
Oh, all right, no stack. No, I was just gonna say, dude, I disagree with you on Kovalev having better footwork than Canelo. Kovalev, his footwork, I mean, he's a wide stance fighter. If you look, all his damage, he's going to have his feet spread wide. You know what I mean? That's where he gets tangled up. So why he doesn't have any inside game. He's not going to get in and get dirty.
But everything's going to
Canelo's
click for him
betting
in
that
this
he can
fight,
jump
Jimmy.
inside, sneak under a jab, get inside, and just work the body.
Everything's going to click for him in this fight, Jimmy. He's going to knock him out. The footwork's going to be better. You know, it's just a gut feeling. Couldn't put it then on Jacobs, but he's gonna definitely knock out Kovalev. I can see that happening. Yep.
Right. That's I believe his mentality, and that's what he said. You know what I mean? That's what.
It's not based on evidence. It's just based on a feeling, gut feeling.
Yeah, that's exactly, and that's what because I guess even Mario's like, what is he doing? Was he thinking? And at first Oscar was like saying he was in the same camp, like, what are you nuts? And then Oscar was kind of like, oh, he won me over. Won me over basically means I'm going to do it whether he won me over or not. But yeah, and he was saying Canelo was adamant. There's no doubt about it. I'm going to get inside and take him out. He's got spindly legs. Can't take it to the body. He's heard it from, you got Wardum. There's, how he's actually very weak. He's, basically saying that when he was saying it was easy to push around, because he doesn't have big legs. So
he can try. He can try to do that. It's not going to work out so well. He will have success.
I'm just again, this is what he's saying. I'm just basically saying what Canelo's saying. That's his mindset.
Yeah, I know.
If he does get inside, I believe he can do it. I believe he can. He's got nasty body work, good gallon neck, and if he is messing around with drugs, just put it this way: if he's messing around with drugs, and the fact he was in Germany before, months before he popped for the clenbuterol, which you take at the end of a cycle, if he had good drugs then, they're going to be even better now. And I know some people say, steroids don't help. Not so much, but they help recovery. They help fucking stamina. I hear people say that, PEDs don't help. No, if done properly, it's a huge advantage. But again, that's just
wasn't Canelo busted up in the Lara fight, face-wise?
I don't think he was cut up.
Are you trying to call people sheeps?
From some jabs.
Yeah.
Busted up, bruised up and shit. That's what I meant.
Hey,
cut up.
Gypsy, can you hear me? Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Precise is calling you a sheep if you look at the screen.
I can't see it, bro.
Click on the screen on my screen. You'll see.
Let me see that. Give me one.
Cute sheep, anyway.
Oh, sheep. He is the sheep, bro. The guy, he buried himself by picking AJ to knock out Ruiz in 2 rounds.
Whose sheep is that?
It's probably the sheep that he fucks every day.
That's what Is that one of the animals where he works?
Yeah.
Cute little fucker, man.
Sheep is
delicious.
Yeah. I'm a wolf, bro. I ain't no sheep. I eat fucking sheep.
Yo, Gypsy, watch your mouth, dude, okay? No one needs to hear that nasty shit, all right? Whatever you do in your private time, let's just...
You can't switch it on me, bro. It doesn't work that way.
Dude, it's disgusting, but we all know you come from that part of the world when that shit happens, so it is what it is.
Dude, seriously? Come on. In fucking Colombia, they fucking donkeys and shit, bro. What are you talking about? You heard of the stories in Colombia? Colombians fucking donkeys around that area?
I think it's Venezuela.
I don't watch those YouTube videos, bro. I don't know why you would.
I don't need to watch them. I just heard it from somebody from Colombia.
Heard it from
whatever, dude. Like, look, this is it's a boxing channel, bro. Like, keep your nastiness to yourself, man. Like, seriously.
It's a family show.
It's disgusting, bro.
You brought in bestiality with your sheep, bro.
It's a family show, man.
What are you talking
You
about?
can't talk bad about them. That little fucker was cute, man. Can't talk
There's another one coming out right now. Like, that one was born a second ago, literally.
No shit, huh?
Wow. You guys want to see live birth?
Oh, man, I don't know, man. I don't think so. Fuck, that sounds
oh, pussy. Pussy.
Yeah, fuck that shit, man. Can't say fuck placenta.
It's coming out right now.
Oh, God.
In the wild, man.
Oh, God.
5 minutes, the thing's on its feet. 10 minutes, it can run.
Do they come out crying? Like regular babies? I think human babies, excuse me.
Yeah,
no.
basically.
No, you know why? Because it's still in their DNA. You know, like even in the wild, and a deer gets born, man, it's dead silent. They just lay down. That's their only defense until they can run is silent. The mother will lick them real quick to get the scent off. But if you pick it up, you ever see that video on YouTube? The dude picks up the deer when he goes to lay it down, and then it yells. Meh! Yeah, no, their DNA to keep them fucking. They stay quiet.
That makes sense.
It's like it's coming out, it's coming, and then. Oh shit! Where's the damn? I forgot.
Anyway,
Dude, live birth is actually a lot more grosser to look at. You ever
human
seen
birth.
a woman give birth? You ever seen a woman give
Yeah,
birth?
no, it's like you don't want to fuck it out. Nah, man,
I
don't
have.
want to see that shit.
And
Yeah,
trust
that's
me,
rough.
It's not a good sight. Some of them shit themselves.
Oh yeah, they do. One you take home, one they flush.
Well, it became the National Geographic.
It's like Little Gypsy.
It is National Geographic.
See the mother though, licking him. That's still, even though it's a domesticated animal, it's still her fucking. It's in her to lick it to get the scent off it, to keep predators from it.
Dude, that's what I heard you said. See Thunderdome licking them? I was like, what the fuck?
No, I said the mom. That's just that's just built
Gypsy,
into it.
You wanted to hear that. That's what you wanted to hear.
No, that's not what I wanted to hear. I heard Thunderdome for some reason.
What people saying in the chat?
That cute little fucker, man. Yeah.
It's evil.
You know, Jesus is represented as the sheep.
Anyway, guys,
Yeah.
I gotta go. I got shit to do, so you guys be easy.
All right, man. Take care.
Congratulations, Precise.
Yeah.
Hey, take it easy, dude.
All right. Well, that was unexpected.
He's got little baby sheeps around.
Yeah.
I don't know what he's gonna do.
I wonder if it looked like that back leg wasn't doing right, like it was fucking janky. You know what I mean? Yeesh, maybe I'd fucking hope it's all right. But anyway.
Yeah, but they better start. Yeah. Hey,
but fucking, that turns quickly, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were talking about Canelo's footwork compared to Kovalev.
By the way, I just want to give a shout out to John Gonzalez. Thank you for your contribution. He didn't leave a message, so John.
Gonzalez?
Yeah, John
He's
Gonzalez.
a good dude, man. Johnny's a good boy, man. I like him. He's a good kid.
Yeah, he should come back on the show.
He's a bit sadistic,
Well, he's
but
always
yeah,
working,
I like him
think.
too.
He's usually working.
He's got the mail route, right?
Yeah, he listens to the show while he's working. He says.
He's a mailman. He's sadistic,
He's a good
but
man.
he's a good guy.
Yeah, he's a good dude.
I give it 2 months before he goes postal.
Yeah.
Oh man, clock tower. Duck, you motherfucker! Scratch my cop.
Amok says, congratulations, implying the sheep has his genetics. Yeah, that was a joke. Boxing Spectrum says, show some goats. Pete says, JG is Buffalo Bill. Who's JG? John Gonzalez. Jesus, I'm a bit slow today. Yeah, he's Buffalo Bill. We know that. John Gonzalez has issues.
No, it's actually Jesus Gypsy. That's what that is.
Yeah.
It's not John.
Anyways, well, we covered that Beterbiev fight. We covered the future. What else? Would you guys put Beterbiev in the top 10 pound for pound list? Your top 10 pound for pound list? Okay.
Absolutely. And again, but I rate mine again by.
I put him over.
Do I want to see him fight?
I put him over Earl Spence for sure. Yes.
All right. You started the shitstorm. Go ahead.
I will put him over where I had Bivol. And I will push Bivol back, pretty much.
Well, Bivol hasn't beaten like a top guy at light heavyweight.
Pascal's one of them. I mean, not top, but he's top.
Some people had Kovalev in their top 10 pound for pound list. We always complain about, well, not complain, but we say that you can have, it's rare that you have 2 pound for pound boxers in the same weight division. So
it's fair to say he's the best guy right now. Maybe if you go by overall accomplishments, Kovalev, but I think that, at least for me, I don't know about you guys, but I'm comfortable saying he's the best light heavyweight right now.
All right, you know what?
Bivol's close though.
Yeah, you're right. No, I agree with you. But you know, I would have liked Low Place to tell us what the hell's going on, because if you guys remember, he had Stevenson as the number one pound for pound boxer. So then he lost to Gvozdyk, and so now Gvozdyk loses to Beterbiev. I wonder where Beterbiev would fit in Low Place's fucking list.
He would have to be up there.
He will have to be up there. That's what I'm thinking.
But he gave Alvarez number one status as soon as he beat Kovalev. What do you think he's gonna do to Beterbiev? He's gonna put him number
he's gonna
one.
put him number 3 or something, because
it's
hard for him to accept a white boxer, a white man, or a non-black, let's just say, to be in the number one position.
Oh yeah, that ain't gonna happen. Does he still have a Twitter page?
No. I don't know where he is. He hasn't posted any YouTube videos or anything, so
dude, that kid went fucking. He checked the fuck in after that happened to Donis, man. I heard he was fucking camping out at the hospital.
Well, he cried, man. But anyways, no, I'm not joking. But let's.
No, I know. I saw the video, dude.
Yeah. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about people who are.
I think that fight broke him down mentally in every way possible, bro. Like
broke him down mentally.
It really broke him, bro. Like, I mean, I don't think he's in jail.
Wait. Time out, Gypsy.
What?
Gypsy, if YouTube commentary and boxing broke him down mentally, then he was already broken down.
Yeah, you have to.
Like, that shouldn't be really the
predisposition.
Yeah. But I think he was holding on. I think he was holding on for like something that was his only hope, is that little rope, and it just cut off, and he just
like
fell.
that song from back in the days. I keep holding.
Yeah,
it's really of a song.
Yeah.
I mean, there's emotional instability there. I mean, a fucking would be. It's not too hard to see it.
I forgot I was gonna say something.
Dude, the only time I've cried for something like that was when I was a kid and I was like 9 years old, something like that, 8 years old, and Brazil was like lost the World Cup in '98, and I was like a big Brazil fan, and I was like weeping like a kid. Like, I was like emotionally invested. That's the only time I've ever done
You're
that.
not even Brazilian, man. Jesus.
But I love the team, bro.
He's an Armenian Brazilian.
He's an Armenian Brazilian. Gypsy,
Yeah, I'm not
Armenian
Brazilian.
Brazilian.
No, I was a big Brazilian fan, but as a kid, like, I like this team, the soccer in general, the sport. I like it till this day. But it's like that team was my favorite. Like Ronaldo, Cristiano, was Ronaldo, and then Ronaldinho, and then there was a bunch of other guys.
Ronaldinho wasn't there.
Rivaldo, all those guys.
Rivaldo. Anyways.
Yeah.
Jesus, I forgot what I was gonna say. We're talking about what the hell were we talking about, man?
We thought about whether or not Beterbiev deserves to be in anybody's top 10.
For pound list, Low Place.
Then we were talking about Low Place would have probably had him high up there, which he has to kind of.
I mean, I would definitely fucking rate him. I mean, he beat a tough kid and a talented kid, and 2 undefeated world champions fought, and he didn't just take it to the distance, man. I mean, he put a beating on that kid at the end, man. He took his will. That was a performance. And I'm telling you, man, only 14 pro fights, and I don't think I saw him load up one time. He knew he had him hurt. He just took care of business.
Yes. Jimmy, you said it, man. He didn't load up. He's a smart kid. He's not all like muscle and brute
exactly.
Strength. He didn't have time for that because Gvozdyk is not the kind of guy that you have time to load up for. So he shortened his punches up. He's just that he got a lot of power, bro. He's got a whole lot of power, and it probably worked out for him better that way. So he won't be missing a lot of shots.
Just a comment here because we're talking about Low Place and whatever, and a lot of channels are not even covering this fight. And I look at other channels sometimes, see what they're doing, and certain channels from a certain community don't even talk about this fight. Like, why
Well,
is
listen.
that? Like, I don't
To be
understand.
fair,
Then today they're posting videos about Crawford and Spence again. It's like, guys, like, do you know there's other boxers out there, right? And it's always the same thing. But go ahead.
No, ego.
to be
It's hilarious.
to be
Ego, my
fair,
bad.
I'm
Let me
sorry.
say
You're gonna
this.
say something, Gypsy? Go ahead.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna say some Matrix. I fucking I saw Ego, right? Ego's channel. I
Right.
looked at him, man. This guy's like, he tweeted something like, what's his name? Beterbiev can crack. That's all he wrote. That's all he wrote down. And based off of that shit, he's like, oh, Beterbiev can crack. I made the prediction right. He didn't even make a prediction off of that fight,
Yeah,
bro.
this
He's like,
is
yeah, I got the prediction right. He didn't make no
It's just-
prediction.
Yeah.
Can I just say honestly about that? I mean, seriously, what blows my mind, and this is I'm not trying to be funny, but for a group of people who were so adversely affected by racism, how could they just allow their open bigotry to just permeate the way it does? It's mind-boggling. You would think they would come from that and understand how being judged because of the color of your skin, how just fucking wrong in every sense of the word it is, and they're doing the same thing, and it's back. Well, you know what? Not the rent, but backed by the media and everything. It's identity politics, and it gives them fucking carte blanche, and they don't feel they're doing anything wrong by it. Because you got fucking douchebags like Rashida Tlaib saying it.
They encourage this behavior. They encourage that behavior because they want this
victimhood mentality.
To grow because it's all votes. And it's always to manipulate people, right? By creating a
us against them mentality.
Yeah.
The Democratic Party right now. I mean, it is what it is. It's they got the Tarosky fucking communist handbook, and you got to divide, conquer. You call your opponents the nastiest names. You know, verbal hand grenades, racist. Boom. Now I don't have to interact with you. You know, it's almost 1984ish, almost exactly.
There's other issues.
You know why they do this, right? They're easy to control. The more they divide, it's easy to control.
Of course.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
You just say a few words and you already got them on your side. Like, hey, listen.
Yeah, listen. To be fair,
be
fair, I don't even watch their videos. There's none of them
anymore.
except maybe one guy probably, and that's about it. But other than that, I don't know their content. I've already I can never do what Sean Newton does. That's why I kind of give him credit, even though I see it as weird. But you know, but that the fact that he can actually watch this and actually listen to the whole thing, right? So it's like,
no, that's
they're just zombies. Like I said, man. Like I said, it's a sad statement, but I'm gonna say it. African Americans are the most brainwashed people probably in the world. So you know, and again, not all.
No, not
never
all.
say
I
not
don't know.
all.
Yeah, no, I don't know, but it's depends which ones. You know, I wouldn't say all.
No, I'm just saying, look, when it comes to believing stuff.
Yeah, but
they're the stupidest
no,
ones.
Certain things.
It's not
everybody's brainwashed. Like even white America, I would, if you want to call it white America, everybody's brainwashed in a way, like supporting the troops. Let's go there. Yeah, I mean, like despite all the. Anyway, I'm not getting into it. But
listen. That's totally different. That's totally different. Like,
but it's still brainwashing, man. Like,
but you know what?
I'm talking about believing stupid things. Like, some white ghost. Let me finish this point.
Yeah.
Some other entity is what is affecting your life. I think they're the most brainwashed people. Like, your own choices is what affects your life. Your bad parents can affect your life. Your poor parent, your parents' poor choices can have an effect on your life. Not somebody you don't know.
Yeah, exactly. That's the worst.
That's impossible.
And that belief that you cannot change things is the worst.
Yeah, of course.
You start believing that, then of course nothing's gonna change. Because
I've been around long enough to see generations of it now, dude. Like, why would you vote for the same party? Like, you look around and generation after generation living in degradation, poverty, drug-addled, hyper-violent neighborhoods that businesses aren't going to move into because, like, look at that fucking place down in the dollar store. Fucking black kid goes in. Now they realize he robbed it at least 4 other times. Dude pulls out a gun and shoots him. The family's out there bitching about the dude with the gun. So it's like they actually put it on the news, which they don't usually do that. They paint him in a bad light.
I saw that, Jimmy.
Dude, it's so fucking crazy. Like, no responsibility. Like, yeah, she should have had a gun at work for, call the police. It's nuts. Last year when the teens in Chicago, the group of black teens robbed the fucking Nike truck, 18-wheeler, and Sean White and everybody going on saying it was a racist to complain about those kids because they shouldn't have left nice things like that in that neighborhood.
That's out of control, man. That's completely.
That's stupid. You see what I'm saying?
That's what I mean by the brainwash. Like,
And so they see that, dude. They're on Twitter. Black people have a very heavy, Twitter presence, and dude, I'm telling you right now, they're eating all that up, and it's excuse. You're the victim. Nothing you do is your fault. So it's a dangerous thing. Then you mix in the fact that unwed rate of almost 80%.
But you know what the problem is also?
Disaster.
The internet. People would say, "Oh, well, the internet helps." Find other opinions, right? Find out about other opinions because you have so many voices and everything. But the thing is, the internet also, some people, like for example, I would say, let's take for example the LDBC. Of course, there's other options, there's other YouTube channels, but they're not gonna go to those YouTube channels. They're gonna stay within their own community, right? So it becomes like a little echo chamber. So it doesn't even.
Yeah, exactly.
And then on Facebook, probably they unfriend all their friends who like disagree with them, right? Like, oh, I don't like this guy. This guy.
Dissent will not be tolerated.
Yeah. So then again, you create another echo chamber on Facebook, for example, because you took. Anyways, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Actually had a point, Bucho. Hang on, Jip.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I knew this place was fucked as soon as they started having something called anything that's called pro-gay. Society's fucked.
All right, let's hold on. Let's not start saying that. We don't agree with that statement, and we're gonna post.
Sorry.
Where's the disclaimer? The views and opinions expressed are those of the guest and do not necessarily reflect the views of BDA Boxing.
But listen,
I live in Canada, man. All right.
Okay, well, the thing is here. Same thing with the fucking joints being run by a bunch of pole smokers and feminist cunts. Here, let me tell you something. 20s, when there was feminist shit, don't come home and beat the shit out of me after you got done working 12 hours at the coal mine and I'm trying to get dinner ready. That's what that was about. Now, you got these fucking broads. Now the feminist shit is about, let me just fucking suck as much cock as I want and have as many abortions as I want without any repercussions whatsoever. That's what that shit's about today. Back in the day, like I said, it was just...
Well, there's no morality.
It was just, don't come home and give me the fucking belt like Carlo on Godfather. It's
a deterioration of the family unit. And people expecting the government and schools to raise their children. And if you start asking them to, they will, but they'll start doing it in their conforming ways. And that's how you like Bucho. The echo chamber is dangerous because then the next thing you know, it's like if you hold any dissent, you're done.
Yeah, and they don't want educated people because, I mean, when people are educated, you start questioning everything, right? And then once you start questioning whether we need these fucking politicians, right? Some of them from the same families, same fraternities. Anyways, I don't want to go on. Let's take a phone call over here. 818. You're on the air. Muscle memory? Muscle? Oops, I think you're muted. Hold on. All right, go ahead.
Can you guys hear me?
Yep. What's on your mind?
Okay, I wanted to ask something regarding Bob Arum wanting to make the Bivol and Beterbiev fight. Does it imply that maybe Arum knows the result of Kovalev Canelo? Because I think if you ask the diehards, we would rather see Kovalev and Beterbiev because of the bad blood, and they're both up there in age.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, do you guys think maybe he's in on like the results of the Canelo fight?
That's a
two ways.
Good point, man. Go ahead.
It's a good point, but two ways you could look at that. You could look at that as you're setting up a undisputed for the future. Let's say I get Bivol versus Beterbiev, a fight coming soon, right? And then the winner fights the the winner of Kovalev Canelo, right? So you can set up. That's one way to look at it, and there's always that possibility that he feels he knows the the outcome, right? Look, when anything opens up 8-1, you should kind of like know what's going to happen, right? Whether it drops down by half, 4-1.
You drop.
When you're that much of a favorite, they're expecting you to win the fight. So he probably expects Canelo to win the fight too. But I also think that he could be setting up a undisputed in the future by getting the winner of Beterbiev Bivol out the way, and then, well, for his sake, Beterbiev wins, right? And the winner of Kovalev versus Canelo. So now you would have a unification bout. You would have an undisputed bout. The next fight, let's say somewhere late in 2021.
Muscle. Bob
2020.
Arum
Excuse
is
me, 2020.
yeah. Give me a second. Bob Arum is taking an educated guess, man. He cannot know what's gonna really happen. Kovalev. We know Kovalev can knock him out. They don't really know exactly what's gonna happen.
Kovalev's not his fighter. That's why.
Yeah.
Bevel's his fighter. So he's gonna, you know what I mean? He's gonna push the Bevel fight because that's his fighter. That's the guy
right.
he's gonna make money on.
That's a good point.
You know what I mean?
Kovalev, how come Bob Arum was... Go ahead.
Bivol is Bob Arum's fighter?
No, Bivol is
right?
Matchroom.
No, Bivol is Matchroom.
Oh, Matchroom. Oh, okay. But Beterbiev, yeah. So
my point is, the Kovalev fight would be much easier to make, also. You know, so it's kind of, I don't know. It's kind of shady that he's like jumping into like we want Bivol, because wasn't Kovalev and the Bivol fight supposed to happen originally? Like, wasn't that the first unification that was supposed to happen?
They were trying to set that up when HBO was still around, because they were having them fight on the same card and shit. And then
still talking about it last week after Bivol won, and they're still talking about it. If Kovalev gets past Canelo, they're still talking about Kovalev and Bivol, and I think that's easier to make because they're both associated with Duva, both Bivol and Kovalev.
But if I'm not mistaken, wasn't Bivol pitched in the top rank catalog of fighters?
No,
he's not. He was in the catalog.
Well, he's with Matchroom. 100%.
He's
a Matchroom fighter.
He was right from the get-go.
His promoter or his manager is.
From my understanding, I thought. Sorry, recognize.
I think Bivol really wants to fight.
Where was Bivol's last fight?
I was just gonna say, I think they're saying Bivol's about to be a free agent. He might renew it with Matchroom, but
Bivol's last fight was on. I mean, that could be true, but Bivol's last fight was on
Zone.
The Zone.
Yeah. But they were trying. Like I say, they were trying to set Kovalev and Bivol up because they were both fighting on the same card on HBO. They were trying to make that into a big fight.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He was on HBO. So who was representing him when he was on HBO?
I think Kathy Duva.
Yeah,
Kathy Duva. Huh? So he was with main. He was with main events.
She was in the ring again with him last week.
She was there again. Okay.
Yeah. I think she's his promoter. Look, they fight on different networks, but it's probably a fight that they can make.
Okay, so all right. So that's a promoter, and
Bob Arum said, you know, I would like Bivol and this guy, Beterbiev, to get it on because it's probably an easier fight to make.
But hold on, if Kovalev loses to Canelo, he goes to the Zone, right?
No, he's got the option of going to the Zone.
Okay, the option.
If he wins, he can have the option. If he loses,
what happens?
I think he has no option.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
Either way,
Canelo might fight Bivol, but he won't fight Beterbiev.
Either way, the ball is in his court about which network he's going to fight on, win or lose or draw with that Canelo fight. I mean, if he wins, he might the Zone and fuck around and fight Bivol, but
G Boogie says he will have a 3-fight contract and they will pay him a couple of millions if he loses to Canelo. That's what I heard too, man. If he loses, he has a 3-fight contract, or he can accept a contract with Zone.
He might not. He might just go
Yeah,
back
exactly.
to fucking ESPN and fight fucking these two guys.
Beterbiev, yeah, it would make more sense. Or
Yeah.
he could go to the zone and fight Bivol.
No, bro, honestly, if he loses, I think he'll just go back to ESPN because everybody's there aside of Bivol, bro. Everybody, for the most part.
Yeah. Yeah, good point.
I go back there if he
Well,
fucking
also-
wins. Who knows?
Guys like Beterbiev and Bivol would love for Canelo to stay at 175. That's a big
Yo,
that's
money,
shit.
money.
That's good money, yeah.
Money.
Oh my
This
god! I hope
good light
Canelo knocks
heavyweight
this cocksucker.
is what you dream of. You know,
No,
right now.
Let
at this
Muscle have a
moment,
last word. Muscle, last word. Please.
Yeah, what also makes more sense is if to wait for winner of Canelo Kovalev to fight Bivol, so then the opponent will have two belts. Whoever fights Bivol, I'm sorry, whoever fights Beterbiev will have two belts, not to just immediately push for Beterbiev.
3 belts.
Bivol,
Three belts.
versus one.
3 belts.
3 belts.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying it will be better if they wait for the winner of Canelo and Kovalev to fight Bivol. So then, when the Beterbiev fight happens, all 4 belts are.
Oh, you're right. Bivol has a belt. Yes. But that's okay. Yeah, good point. All right, man.
Or
Thanks
what
for
they
the call,
could
man.
do if Canelo recovers his fucking balls, which he's never had to begin with. But if he recovers his balls and say he beats Kovalev, which in my opinion he will, if he fucking not that mine matters, but yeah, if he beats and then unifies with Bivol, then the fucking two, then they get two. One guy's got 2 belts, the other guy's got 2 belts.
Yeah, well, in the chat, Timmy Nealon is saying Kovalev will fight Bivol if Kovalev loses. That's an option. That's an option, but we don't know. Like Johnny Boy said, it would make more sense if Kovalev goes back to ESPN.
I don't really.
By the way, guys, come on, let's stop it. All right, Canelo's not staying at 175. This is ridiculous. What are we talking about here?
What is this is exactly. That's exactly what I was going to say, Bujo. He's going to win. He's going to win if he does that. That is, he's going to win, and then if he does win, he's going to go down and fight Triple G the 3rd time. That's what he's going to do.
Yeah,
Or maybe he beats Canelo on points and he fights Bivol and Canelo goes back down and fights Triple G and everybody will go their own ways.
You know what would be a perfect scenario for me? If Kovalev knocks him out, then he goes back down and gets the shit kicked out of him by Triple G. That would be my perfect scenario. Wishful thinking, but I'd love to see that happen.
Not at this point in Triple G's career, bro.
Yeah, well, I was just saying. Well, that's your opinion, but yeah, I was just saying. I agree. I don't think Triple G's fucking with him at this point. This is bro, and this is what I'm talking about, bro. If Canelo does win, he's gonna hold the fucking belt hostage, and we're never gonna get undisputed, bro. It's ridiculous, dog.
You're right. He would make
Canelo.
He'll probably make a title defense against nobody just to say that he's a light heavyweight champion, and
yeah, bro, he's gonna get if he gets the title. He's going to hold it fucking hostage while these other dudes are out here unifying, trying to crack heads and be great. And then
he's going to fight Andre
oh my
Ward.
God, man. You know what will
Because
happen?
his name carries so much weight.
Hey. Jimmy, there's static again.
Listen, I'm just going to listen.
Jesus, I have to mute him. Go ahead, Recognize.
If he beats Kovalev, which is what the betting odds are saying, he's gonna fight Andre Ward.
Yeah. What did Andre Ward say about that possibility? Didn't he answer that question?
He said it's very possible.
He's
Dude,
a
he ain't gonna fight him.
fucker, man.
I'm comfortable. Like
this guy is a joke, man. Oh my God, he retires, man.
Just to the panel, Cano. I'm not against.
You're cutting off, man.
Cutting off, Recognize. Yeah.
I think you need to relax.
I know you're not an Andre Ward fan, but I'm telling you, this guy is not gonna fucking. He's not gonna come back. He's done. That's it. Like you can tell.
He's done. What if no, he's not, man.
Hang on.
What I mean by done.
Hold on.
Listen. What I mean by done is that he is not interested in coming back. Not
What?
as in like
How do you know
come back.
that?
Bro, listen.
Demeanor,
Let me
whatever he
No,
says.
I'll tell you why not. Okay, let's Johnny Boy wants to say something. Johnny Boy, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, if they throw $200 million in dollars in his fucking face, yeah, of course, bro. Come on. This Andre Ward, I'm about to make a fucking Andre Ward rant by the end of the night here. I'm sick of this fucking cocksucker. I'm sick of Kellerman stuffing his Jewish lips around his dick.
Jesus
Christ. I'm sorry, but it's true. I'm sick of this fucker. I'm sick of him fucking sucking off the Jews sucking off the Oreo cookie, and everybody's got to listen to it. This dude doesn't.
Ward is coming back, and Gypsy, listen to this.
Hey,
hold on.
It is this way, man. I'm sorry I exposed you to it, but it is. It's ugly.
Hey, I'm sorry,
but it's
guys.
necessary.
I was talking to you on my phone, and then my phone rang.
Lies.
Can I finish what I was going to say real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Please. I apologize if I'm interrupting anybody. Look, I don't blame you guys for making these picks. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. But just understand, people know, or people are at least showing, they know the outcome already. That's not usual when you're talking about fighting. If any of you have been in the fight, you know when you mess with a guy who used to knock out dudes, maybe he hasn't done it in a while, can still always knock somebody out eventually.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Yeah.
So remember, these guys know certain things. When Andre Ward says he might come out of retirement if Canelo wins, does a little wink, wink, smile.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, but I'm happy where I'm at. He knows things. Just like Jay Prince threatened Kovalev in front of everybody. Okay? They know what they're doing. These are smart people. You may not like them. I don't like them. But they know what they're talking about. They know what they're doing, and they know what they're saying. So don't be surprised. He beats Kovalev. You may not like the way he beats Kovalev, but he's going to beat him. And Andre Ward is going to come out. And he ain't fighting nobody at light heavyweight.
And by the way, Gypsy was saying that he's not interested. He notices that Ward is not. Maybe not. We can't really tell. However, let's remember that Andre Ward wanted to fight fucking Tony Bellew. All right? A guy that had no belts or anything. I mean, come on. That guy's obviously after money here. He didn't want to fight Usyk.
He changed his mind with the Tony
after he
Bellew.
got knocked out, man.
Yeah, no, even before that, too, he changed his mind before the fight even started. He didn't want anything to do with Tony Bellew.
So why did he mention Tony Bellew? When did he change? Come on, Gypsy.
There was this. Listen, bro, give me this little moment. I'll tell you why I think he's not going to come back.
Okay.
He even said it with his own mouth that, he has too much wear and tear on him. That he doesn't feel like that's his excuse. That's what I'm going on.
Mm-hmm.
He says, and I could tell because he's the type of guy that doesn't usually knock out his opposition. He goes 12 rounds usually, so it makes sense for him. Yeah, it's wear and tear. It does exist with this guy. I mean, it's not like Golovkin who goes in there and usually knocks his guy out within 5 to 6 rounds. You know what I mean?
How much money would he make fighting Canelo? How much money would he make fighting Canelo? Just an estimation.
I would assume probably the same thing as Golovkin's, somewhere around that area. Maybe a little bit more. Maybe teensy bit more.
Maybe a little less.
What do you guys think?
Well, it's still good enough.
Yeah.
Would he turn that down because of his wear and tear fucking condition?
Possibly. Some people value their health more than money, bro.
Oh, Lennox Lewis did. That's the only one that comes to mind, though. Lennox fucking Lewis.
Like, look at Marquez. When Pacquiao offered him how much? 100 million, something like that, to fight him again. And he
was it? Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a crazy amount.
Yeah, it was a crazy amount, bro. He refused. He valued his health more than the fight itself, the money itself. Some people are like that. I don't know if Andre Ward is exactly like that, but
but how many paydays did Ward get though? Lennox Lewis had tons of paydays. Marquez had a bunch. Andre Ward, you know what I mean? Let's be honest. It wasn't like Andre Ward was a superstar.
I could be wrong, man. I could be wrong. You can't dictate these things. It's impossible to tell how his mind is going to work. But from his demeanor and his character, the way he talks, It's like he don't want to come back because you know why? Kovalev gave him an ass whooping. That's why. First of all, too. On top of that, he gave him a brain damage of some sort of something that he won't even reveal that shit. He got fucked up. He was literally crying when he got knocked down in the second round. If you watch that clip, he was literally crying. Virgil Hunter was trying to calm his ass down, bro. That's what was happening.
I know. Virgil Hunter was freaking out because he knew what was happening. He's like, oh my fucking god, man.
Dude, granted, Andre Wood was not in his prime. I have to admit this. Andre Wood was not in his prime when he fought Kovalev. But, you know,
what did you say? What? Can you repeat? No, hold on.
His shoulder some shit, bro. That's why he was not as efficient. When you watch his Super 6 fights, he's more effective. He's more
dirty.
He's dirty too. Don't get it wrong.
More dirty. Because he had because his conditions were at 100%, his dirtiness level was at 100%. And by the way, Boxing Archives and Facts is saying Ward is a staple announcer, an exclusive announcer for ESPN. They don't want Ward promoting the zone. I was thinking about that though. He's on ESPN. Yeah.
Company man now. But anyways, he always was. But anyways, here, listen. Fucking rat bastard Andre Ward. Even last night, I had to listen to the fucking Heeb suck this guy's fucking dick. Talking about, yeah, Andre, you sure left the light heavyweight division in such a good state. No. Got out of that fucking division because you already got your ass kicked and didn't want to get your ass kicked again.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
I mean,
he's hand jobs under the table. I don't know how Max Kellerman does it. He talks into the microphone in one hand and strokes this dude's dick off with the other hand. I don't know how he does it. It looks like that fucking part on Wedding Crashers when the fucking guy's getting the fucking hand job underneath the table over there. This fucking guy. Holy Christ. Even last night.
Like Pete when you watch in the chat, Pete saying that Ward looked like a 1988 accountant last night. Also, I mean why is he wearing those glasses and everything?
Why is he
more annoying?
He's going to school.
Yeah.
That's what I'm asking.
Dr.
He wears a backpack like he's going to elementary
so Johnny
school.
Boy, is it fair to say that you hate everything about Andre Ward? I think
about
so.
Who?
Andre Ward.
No, that's not fair to say because he told Barbershop to go fuck himself. So that's a good thing.
That's a good point.
That's a good thing. So no, not everything. But not everything. I actually think the fucker seems like a halfway nice guy, but inside the ring and the ball licking he gets outside the ring.
Yeah, he's in something else.
You know, it's just fucking outrageous.
Dude, that guy cheats in everything he does, bro. If you watch him play basketball with Terrence Crawford, Terrence beat him, he was cheating him. He was trying to cheat
elbowing and shit.
Yeah, ping pong. He got beat by Terrence Crawford, cheating just to win, bro.
That's like Shaq playing Mike Bibby one-on-one, bro.
It's gonna work out there. But yeah, listen, Andre Ward fighting Canelo, I think it's possible if the money would be right. I mean, if the money is right, of course the money would be fucking right. And Andre Ward's getting some attention finally because he's a commentator on ESPN. Before that, let's be honest, nobody gave a shit about Andre Ward.
Nobody still does. Listen. The Thunderdome were talking one day. Look, the guy doesn't. I've heard fucking cocksuckers tell me that this guy's the best 68-pounder of all time and shit like this. Like, bro, you don't even have a fucking legacy outside of Carl Froch, dog. And don't give me Kessler. You elbowed the fuck out of Kessler like a fucking Momo. That don't count. The Kovalev shits don't count.
Yo,
he sucks dick.
He was a cheat, but he was still pretty decent at the Super 6. He was pretty good.
He was a good cheat. He was a good cheat.
Yeah, he was a good cheat. But that's the thing. But he was less of a fighter when he fought in the light heavyweight.
Could he have won those fights in the Super 6 tournament without being dirty?
Maybe he could have. Because Froch shit, man. Froch this skill set is garbage. Grove was fucking him up and then you got a lucky punch and you fucking leveled him. That's not,
That
that's
was the
not
rematch.
yeah, and actually yeah, it's a rematch. That's right. The first one was not like that.
The
What was it?
first.
I forgot. I forgot.
Hang
What
on,
was it?
Gypsy. As long as you brought that up, Gypsy. The first
Yeah.
fight, Groves was giving Froch an absolute boxing lesson, and Froch got dropped. He got hit with one punch, and the fucking ref made one of the worst stoppages I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, it was a stoppage. Yeah, I remember. It was bullshit.
Second one was where he got leveled.
Perfect. Yeah, level one, he got a level. The second one, that's right, he did. I remember him getting stopped on both cases, but one of them was bullshit. Now I forgot about that. You just reminded me.
The
One of them
first one was bullshit.
So why do you think it's that impressive, Gypsy?
I'm saying Froch wasn't that impressive as a
you said
boxer.
Ward in that whole tournament.
Ward was pretty good. He wasn't like the best shit ever,
but
he was pretty good.
Okay, I don't know.
He was
If
pretty
you're
good.
dirty like that, I can't give you credit. Why would I
He's a
give
cheat
you
on
credit? What are you? You're a good cheat.
Arrow's pretty good too right now. Arrow's pretty good too. I don't know what will happen after the accident, but Arrow's pretty good too. But he's also a cheat. Some people are like that, man. They could be really good at a certain sport, but it's in their DNA to fucking cheat to win, bro. It's like they can't not do it. Even if they have everything on their side, they would like to cheat no matter what. So Ward is like that kind of an individual.
Like me at college.
That's
what
yeah.
Well, here, I just got into an argument with somebody last night on the Discord. The same fucking thing goes for that. I don't want to hear no more about Costa Zoo. Wasn't shit. Okay? He wasn't. I don't give a fuck what country this guy's from. Shit. His whole fucking resume was a bullshit stoppage over Zab Judah.
Hey,
and
he beat Chavez, man.
57. And you know what I think of Chavez, so yeah, fuck.
All right. Let's not go there. Let's not go there, Johnny boy.
Chavez was great, but just, Anyhow, he beat a 97-year-old Chavez who just got kidnapped by the
Floyd avoid Kosasu?
Yeah, but Floyd's a bitch, so that doesn't mean nothing.
So he's even worse than Kosasu in your opinion?
He doesn't even. He's not even in the same breath.
All right, but how did fucking Kosasu come up in your discussions?
I was saying the way that Gypsy was describing Froch, how Froch wasn't all that. That's what I think of Costa Zoo. Costa Zoo has to be one of the most overrated fighters in the past 25 years.
Do you think his ponytail was overrated?
The guy is 50 years old. His ponytail is 37. Good guy. Costa Zoo. Who the fuck did Costa Zoo?
He was exciting. He was one of my favorite boxers at that time.
Who the fuck? Who did he beat? Fucking Roger.
But he was knocking everybody out. His stance and he had power and everything. I don't know, man. He was an exciting boxer to watch. Mitchell. He fucked up Chamber Mitchell, no? Didn't he?
It was ass. But yeah. And fucking 92-year-old Roger Mayweather. I give a fuck.
All right, recognize. What do you think about Kosasu?
Kosasu?
Johnny Boy said he was a bum.
No way.
No, I didn't say that. I said he was overrated, is what I said.
Yeah, overrated.
Well, it depends on how you rate him. If you're saying he's the greatest ever, I'll say you're overrating him. Of course.
What did they say, Johnny Boy? Tell us.
I had fucking people telling me he's the best 140-pounder of all time.
But who is the best? That would be Chavez.
Either Chavez or Aaron Pryor.
Yeah, those two. Fair enough.
Yeah, but at 140, there wasn't. Remember that's like.
Yeah.
There's a few guys that stood out. If you want to say Kosasu stood out, of course he did. If you want to say Chavez is better, I would agree with you. If you want to say Aaron Pryor was better, I probably agree with you too. But Kosasu was one of the top 140-pounders in the history of the game, for sure. There's not too many people at 140 that would have whipped his ass.
But I gotta say something. That Judah stoppage was bullshit, though.
was
bullshit. He was fucking buck dancing.
No, but because Sub-Judah was stupid, he should have taken a knee.
That's not Costa Zoo's problem.
No, I know, but hold on. I know. But the thing is, the ref, this guy, Jay Nady, one of the worst referees of all time. We can agree on that, right?
Yes.
This guy got he got scared, man.
Trigger happy, bro.
He got scared. He's like, oh, whoa, weaving it off. Like, okay, let the guy compose himself, man.
No, to recognize his
Count
point.
to 10. Hold on. This is the problem in boxing now. Count to 10.
Dude, his ankles looked like they were gonna break.
Yeah, it was pretty fucking weird. I have to admit.
He had so look. He goes down super fast. Gets back up and then he falls back down again. You gotta fight.
But recognize, not even a second later, he got back up and he was okay.
Right, but he was boogie dancing.
Zab Judah jumped up, told Jay Nady, "It's Brownsville, motherfucker, MOP," and then fell back.
What did he tell him though? He's like, it's for real. But he did talk to the guy, huh? He was like, and then he fell again.
They should have had that a rematch.
That's what. Yeah, of course. I don't know there wasn't a rematch.
I remember watching that live. Or 10.
Yeah. Gonzalo, you there?
Oh, sorry. Yeah. I was just listening. Costa Zoo,
yeah.
I guess he was one of the first guys, well, in recent memory, like back in the 90s, to be fast track. He had some good wins coming up, like within one of his first few fights, he fought Juan Laporte, I think Dioblesis Hurtado, then he beat Rafael Ruelas. Remember Miguel Angel Gonzalez that got a draw with, what did he draw against Chavez? He was real good, like on the come up. Miguel Angel Gonzalez kind of looks like Barrera. He was a lightweight. He was undefeated at the time. He fought Costa Zoo. He had lost that one time against that one power puncher. I forget his name. Remember?
He got knocked out.
That fight? Yeah. He went toe to toe. What was that guy's name?
I forget. It was like in the middle of his career. Fight 2. It was like the 11th or something, or the 10th. I forget it was that buddy's name though.
Yeah, and didn't he already make it into the Hall of Fame though? Like to where many fighters after so many years are not even brought up in the discussion. I think he's already in, right?
Yeah, last year.
Arturo don't belong.
Guys, I'm out.
Last year. What?
All right, Gypsy.
I'm out, guys.
Yeah,
I'll see you guys next.
Actually, we should end the show now. It's been a while.
All right, fellas.
Peace up.
Yeah, everybody, take care, guys. Thanks for joining us. Everybody in the chat: John Gonzalez, Box, Alan, Boxing Archives and Facts, a Fight Scout, Johnny M, saying Brit, Hawker Mustang, Brit MK2. Who else was there? There was a bunch of people. Shepherd Sons, of course. Chinny Chin Chin, the Inbred, Marshall Ministry, Peptard Gone, Canelo, Michael Stott. Who else was here? A bunch of people. Guys, thank you for joining us. We'll see you next time. Don't forget to check out our Discord. Like Johnny Boy said, we have tons of debates there. There's a lot of weirdos, but that's what makes it exciting. Boxing Talk 24/7. Check out the Discord. The link is in the description, guys. All right. Take care.